and shop away.
All right. So first things first, so when last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had found themselves on the elemental plane of Earth and had found that they had been inadvertently entered into a great race where they had to race wild rock elementals around the city, and the prize of this is that Zilvra, there's a really long name here, Kabril Ali al Sara al Zazazil. Why did I write that?
I was going to say, like, what? It was you that made this up. Give him a nickname.
It's the Khan. The Khan will grant them the head is basically the head Tao will grant them a wish, which would be passage out of the elemental plane of Earth. They can continue along the path of elements. The downside is that if they lose, they will have no honor and will be sacrificed and turn to rubble, never to be remembered. But they also learned that the Drow team, Drow racing team that's down there, intends some non-sportsmanlike shenanigans along the racetrack. So we join our adventurers now, still in the room, which they have been secured in before the race, discussing their plans. So you guys got to do some shopping beforehand. So you found out that there is quite a bit of pomp and ceremony before the race, and that it is important that your racers, as well as their mount, be displayed in a very sort of dramatic way to honor the race and the Khan. It could be considered a sign of disrespect. So let's get. How are we decorating? So who is racing? So we got Boomer is racing, and who is
Felix?
And Felix. So Boomer and Felix are going to be racing. How are you attiring yourselves? What is your parade attire? You don't have to wear it for the race. There's two separate. Like, you'll strip some of this off before the race, but there's a parade that goes into it. So how are you attired for the parade?
Oh, I imagine. We need like big headpieces, right?
Sure.
Like probably some shoulder pads.
Yep.
And like necklaces of some sort, bunch of rock stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, except I think you should make a necklace made of some of the wine bottle labels that I'm carrying, because they really value like paper and stuff there, right? It's like you'd be like going out there. That's like the super bling of like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With that.
And wooden stuff.
Ooh.
So,
wooden paper. Yeah.
Got to get wood.
Ed, I don't know if someone was going through my stuff that I didn't know, but Geshing's spell book is no longer in my inventory. Was that an oversight, or did someone pilfer?
Someone.
Nico, check your inventory.
Let me just check my inventory.
I don't know if I accidentally deleted or something, or if you took it out as.
I don't remember that being removed from your.
I have Geshing's letter.
Yeah, that's the letter.
Did
that's
you
the letter.
accidentally get rid of Geshing's book instead of Milo's book?
No. I still have Milo's book.
You should still have Geshing's book. Okay. I don't recall that being taken from your possession.
Because I imagine that's a more spectacle-looking thing of interplanar travel, that to try and have that on display as we're going.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, you could be a big Flavor Flav necklace of an open book.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. Just
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You got a
yeah.
big tome swinging from a chain on your neck.
Actually,
like that's
Gaston's book, the one that he's like riding around on, would that be like seeing someone riding around on like a block of diamond? Just-
or a flying block of yeah. I mean that's
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
magical and it's paper.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
What if we got me like some jeweled dentures, you know? I
Like
could have
wooden-
grill.
Wooden dentures.
Here it's wood. You want wooden dentures?
Wooden dentures.
Yeah, I could be like that president.
Doors,
Yeah.
Can I attempt to whittle Boomer some wooden dentures out of the handle of one of my daggers?
Give me give me a this is a dexterity check.
I've got this, Boomer. You're gonna look amazing.
Oh yeah.
Dexterity check. Here we go. Oh, it's good. 22.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
How do these like are the teeth are we talking with fangs?
Oh,
Are we
yeah,
talking like
Yeah,
fierce?
full
Like what are we
animal-
talking about?
Like tusks, like
Oh.
tusks. Like
Can I
Yeah.
like make some like devil horns out of my steaks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and give me a dex check for carving.
Let's see.
He's gonna look like he's got a dildo on his head.
Thinking.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, it's not great.
11. Yeah. So I mean, it's not a full-on dick. Like you don't have like it's not a full-on cock. But it's they don't quite like it they don't quite have like they don't quite come to points the way you wanted to. The curves they don't quite match. They're still they're still horn-ish. It's a yeoman-like job.
Well, after like the shopping trip, I only had 3 left. So Boomer gets 2, but Felix, I had to just make do with the 1.
He's a unicorn.
So do I get the feeling that if I used magic to present myself as like an illusion, that would be disrespectful to this race? Or do I need to put on the big hat?
No, it's this is purely this part, like the parade part, is purely presentation.
Okay, then I'll do the bright colors and disguise myself so I don't look so decrepit.
Right. Yeah. You can deck yourself out sort of magically because this part isn't the race. Like this is purely to honor the con.
Okay.
And so they want it to be a spectacle. They want it to look good. And so if your illusion is good, like if you've done a well-crafted illusion, all good. Like there are there will be other teams that you'll see that also have used illusory magic.
Okay. So yeah, I'll definitely do disguise self as we're about to start the parade.
The rock lady should also kilt.
Hold on.
Same kind of get up as us.
Hold on, we'll get to the mount. We'll get to the mount next. Gaston, how will you be attired? Oh, Gaston froze.
Frozen. That's
really,
how.
All right.
Hard about
Oh, there he is. Gaston, how will you be attired?
Going to be going as Gaston in his normal full regalia, dressed up like he's in his fancy clothes.
Full vestments?
Full vestments.
Yep.
And with my shield on my back, and between the shield and me, I'm going to put 6 rock feathers.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Remember from
nice.
the rock?
Yeah, nice. Oh, very
So
good. Okay.
big old rock feathers. So the rock feathers are probably like twice my size.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, this would be like peacocks, like
Gaston's a peacock.
relative. Yeah, like peacocks, like they would be huge relative to you. Like they would be massive. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, nice plumage. Okay. Nico.
Oh, and floating on my book, of course.
Yeah, floating on the book. Are you putting anything off the book? Do you have anything streaming off the book, trailers, anything like that? Any streamers?
Yeah, you don't mess with the book. The book is perfect as it is.
Sure, it's a holy tool of Ogma.
Oh, hell yes. It's a serious legendary artifact, man.
Yeah.
No one's going to diss that thing.
Nico, how will you be attired?
I think we're going to go with the full ducal dress uniform. So, medals, sash, house insignia.
Medals.
Yeah.
You look close, it's just beer caps.
Oh yeah, no, he's like got his dress uniform. He looks like a Russian general. He's got
right.
like,
Yeah, it's like enough that you have to have
honors,
you have to have like structural support underneath the garment to hold up all the fucking shit pinned to it.
You don't just go down the leg like the North Koreans.
And I'm also going to steal one of the feathers from Gaston's outfit and put it in my hat.
Give me a sleight of hand check contested by Gaston's perception.
Why are we even doing this?
I
this is
critted.
unfair.
Oh god damn! I hope your perception's high.
This is unfair, right?
That was still a pretty good roll, but yeah. So Gaston, right before you guys head out, this will happen right before you guys head out. Gaston has done himself up. He's checked himself in the mirror, and right when they open the door, right before you guys go out, Nika goes, whoop.
Yeah, I'll just be stood there. Something's missing.
And just pop one off and just stick it in the hat. And Gaston goes out with like it's the middle one. The grand, the grand one. Yeah, people are like, what the? Must be a style of the. All right.
He's got 6 like this on either side, so something's.
Yeah, there's just one. Yeah, there's just one missing. Yeah, it just looks a little bit off. Everyone's like, that's a little something's wrong here. And Nico's, there it is.
There's a choice.
All right, Skippy. So you got your dildo horns. What else? What else are you rocking?
I gave Boomer my dildo horns, but
Boomer's got the dildo horns. All right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna take my arrow, like a bunch of my arrow shafts, and make myself like a kind of porcupine-esque, like into the cloak of billowing, but have like the wooden shafts like porcupining out like a big. Right. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
Yeah. And
very nice. Yeah.
Mm.
So you have just this. So your cloak is sort of studded with arrow shafts coming out of it. So it's like just this like flowing waves of spikes of like porcupinal things coming out. Oh, very cool. Okay.
And the cloak is in its like full the prestigious kind of Professor Skippy style. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, and then what about anything underneath the cloak? Are we going?
No, tattoo out, I reckon. I think naked under the cloak with ceremonial tattoos.
Very nice. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Ed, how good the cloak? I picked up a cloak in the giants thing. The one that you said smelt of brimstone that we never figured out what it did.
Yeah.
How cool does it look?
Pretty fucking cool, actually.
Yeah, I'd probably wear that then.
It would only take me a minute to identify, or 5 minutes to identify all the items that we have grabbed. So if we get the details on those.
Yeah, but then you might want it.
Ed.
They've probably not got symbols of Ogma, so probably not.
That's true.
Could I? So I'm looking at my inventory here. I have a broken horn from Mountain Spirit.
Ooh.
Yep, that was from the goat.
Yeah. Could I wear that around my neck?
Nice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, however you want to do it, man. However you want to present yourself in the most lavish as well as fierce way possible, since you and Felix are actually riding.
Oh, also, looking, I have a map, a magical map from back when we were in our hometown. We started that little library and someone brought the magic book in. I guess using that as like a small cape or something.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, good. Okay. All right. So yeah, so everybody's all right. So you guys, that's how you guys are decked out. Very cool. How are we pimping the ride? Oh, go ahead, Deb.
I was gonna say, I think I would actually put on my breastplate since I did get it like pimped up with like the
yeah.
I think I'm quite proud of that. So I would wear that, but polish up my bow.
Okay.
maximum bling on the bow.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Yeah, put some, maybe some fetishes, some feathers and things like that hanging off of it, stuff,
One big rock feather.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking quit it, you guys.
I want one too.
I've got 9 feathers, but I figured 9 would be a little excessive considering Gaston's all of 2 feet tall.
Right.
Peacock.
So if you want feathers, I can get you feathers.
That's even worse. It's like Gaston's made it all perfect and he's got extra, but we still steal the ones.
Yeah, he's still taking these off. You guys, I said you can quit taking them off my thing. You guys are dicks.
Yeah, how are we dressing up the mount?
How are you pimping the ride?
I could paint it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
She needs a kilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the
any-
face look like on this gigantic dwarf?
I showed you a picture.
No, I mean like the physical face. Like, are they sunken eyes? Like, can we put gems in them and stuff, or is that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I've got a couple blood gems. Unless someone has something else they want to do.
Cool.
I have a
Suddenly
ruby.
Nico has a lot of blood gems.
I haven't got any gems, like I don't know.
I have 5 pounds
not yet.
of the amber golem.
The ruby could like be a belly button thing or something.
Belly button ruby, nice.
Yeah, nice. All right, well, putting a kilt on her.
Yeah.
Were there
Okay.
like colors that we saw when we were going around? Did you say there were like some colors for the
Winning colors.
Red ones
for
go
the
faster.
ceremony? Or is there any? Yeah, I was wondering if we should choose something. If we saw anything when they were doing the preparations, is there any like theme? Because there was a lot of like ruby, wasn't there, or something?
Oh, for the like, are there any like official colors for the festival?
Yeah.
There. Let's see. You would likely see red, green, yellow, and and like it'd be like a brown color, like a dark brown.
Okay. So you're saying like oxidized metals, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Then I guess we can choose anything. I was thinking like we wouldn't want to look like super clashy with any of the.
Or are we trying to like Power Rangers and each have our own color?
Yeah, most of the teams are the colors that they're going to be in are their
Right.
team colors. Yeah, it's sort of
Yeah.
clan or team colors.
What colors haven't been claimed yet by other teams?
Oh, it's a whole mix. Like there's a lot of. I mean,
maybe the tartan should be our colors, like the kilt, whatever we choose for the kilt should be.
I have
the
a
team.
tablecloth with Ogma's symbol on it. Oh, technically, the
And our colors just be plaid. The colored plaid.
But Gaston's all, I have Ogma's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you
like
could go.
a big yellow handprint on the butt of the troll.
Nice. Branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always thinking of
Like-
the merchandising. I like it.
That's it. Like sour, the hand of Sour Man's white, so we can have the yellow butt
It'd
instead.
give it a different feel, wouldn't it? Saruman.
It's just Sour Man saying good game to everybody before they go to battle. Good game.
Go get him,
Good game.
Tiger.
Go get him,
And
Tiger.
then-
Good game.
All the Urukai are like looking at each other.
Yeah.
Looks at the handprint. They're like, Saruman.
We got to talk to HR. This is not.
This is not cool.
This is not cool. then there's always the one guy with it on his crotch, and you're like,
Yeah. Ooh.
the hell happened there, man?
You like
Well, then
turn
there's the
around
guy
and
who doesn't
Yeah.
have any handprint. And he's like,
pay extra for that.
Although to be
Great,
fair,
great
like if
thing.
it was Skippy's handprints, it would be 2 handprints on both cheeks like
Yeah.
this.
Just,
For, like, that would be the official sign of Skippy.
But wouldn't it only be one because the bottle's coming in?
I was thinking that
Well,
it
no.
might have to be some kind of like.
no, you know, you
So
throw
you
the,
have
you throw
the
the bottle
bottle in
in
your
air
mouth.
and then open.
Yeah, the bottle. Well, yeah, I mean the bottle goes in the mouth, and then you just, you got to get in there if you're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
But
She's
you use all
got
the muscles.
powerful neck muscles.
Right.
Flop.
Because the grung don't have neck. It's all just back muscle, right?
It's
there.
all back. Yeah, I mean it's a
Yeah.
full. She bends from the hip and just uses that 25-foot jump
Oh,
strength
Oh.
and just gets in there.
Standing leap.
I'd rather be
yeah.
laying down.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. All right, so you've got the handprints on the ass cheeks, you've got the tartan kilt. Anything up top, or are we going skyclad?
That's fine, yeah.
Sun's out, guns out.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Sun's out, cannons out, I guess. They're probably pretty big.
Pretty big. Yeah. It's that's how Boomer do. So what about, are we putting any sort of headdress or shoulder platforms, or what do we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But I reckon we could go for like the troll lady, because I could make out of my arrow, like the arrow, what are they called, shafts, like a Egyptian fair, like the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But like with the same kind of porcupine-esque look as Skippy's back.
Yeah.
With the like the wooden,
Okay.
that could be kind of cool.
Or we can just tie it up in a bun and stick a 10-foot pole through it.
He looks at Gaston and goes,
We're appropriating all the cultures here today.
all right. So so the stats. So the ride has platforms on it that you guys are standing on. Full headdress with the arrow shafts. Felix full magically done up. Boomer's got a couple of dildos up top. He's got big wooden tusks coming out.
I've got my mountain spirit horn.
The mountain spirit horn hanging off. Dad axe has been polished, gleaming, teeth clacking. Nico, full Dukely regalia with a bunch of just made up bullshit medals on the chest, on both sides. Stolen rock feather. Skippy, flowing porcupine, pimped out breastplate with tattoos on the legs and on the arms in appropriately gaudy symbols. Gaston in full Church of Ogma regalia. He has, and like one missing feather when he writes out that he does not know about. Although when he goes out on the book, he notices like there's a slight, like the aerodynamics are a little lopsided. Not quite sure why. Yeah, just keeps turning. Can't fucking figure. What the hell's happening?
Maybe this thing turning in circles. Does one have a flat tire?
The ride is has these big you built these platforms on it that everyone's standing on except for Gaston, who's hovering above. Big headdress on the ride. So you guys are in the chamber. Do you guys? Oh, did you want to have Gaston look at the magic items, the stuff that you guys found?
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
a good idea, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, also, that horn, could I use it as like a blowhorn?
So did you? We had talked about. Did you? Yeah, you were either going to carve it into a drinking horn or into a battle horn. Your choice.
Oh, yeah. Let's go battle horn.
Okay.
It was a drinking horn. He just bit the bottom. Now it's a battle horn.
Yeah. So yeah, you can blow into that thing, and it, it's a fairly large ram. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, so Gaston, you sit down with the items, do some identification, some Felix, I'm guessing you're also looking at these.
Yeah.
All right, so the cape, Nico, do you have him look at the cape?
Yeah.
So the cape is a cape of the mountebank.
Cape of the mountebank.
That sounds like a very
What
Nico
is-
thing to have. I don't think we should give it to him.
This cape smells faintly of brimstone. While wearing it, you can use it to cast Dimension Door spell as an action.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
Oh, God.
What's the limit on that?
You can cast that once per day. So basically, you disappear, you leave behind a cloud of smoke, and then you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. Although we can alter that to make it shadow.
That sounds
Does that need attunement?
It does not.
That is awesome.
sweet.
That's a sweet item.
So anybody, you can toss that. If someone's in trouble, you can say, "Fucking put this on and get the hell out of there."
I
That
could
does
do-
not
I
need
could
a
do
time.
that.
So it's once a day. It recharges every day at dawn. But yeah, so basically you can use it to step from one place to another place.
Nice.
Can multiple people wear it at the same time?
No,
I think you can take one person with you, can't you? With dimension.
you can
Door?
bring one willing creature of your size or smaller.
Yay!
Yeah, I was about to say, you probably should use that to Gaston then.
Gaston and Skippy are like,
Oh,
we're free real estate. We
Yeah.
can go wherever.
yeah. Sweet.
So you basically can anywhere within 500 feet. How
I
that
knew
works.
That stealing stuff would be so good.
But I think, do you have to see? You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. So you don't even have to see it.
Don't have to see it. Just have to.
You
be
can
within
just
500 feet.
disappear from one place and reappear in another place.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yep. All right. The other, so the that carved feather that you found is a feather token of a bird. So you can use an action to toss this token 5 feet into the air. The token disappears and an enormous multicolored rock takes its place. But it obeys your simple commands and can attack. It can carry up to 500 pounds while flying at its maximum speed. Or 1,000 pounds at half that speed. The bird disappears after flying its maximum distance, which is after flying its maximum distance for a day, or if it drops to 0 hit points. Or you can dismiss it for an action, and then that's it. It's a one-time use item. You create a giant bird, and it can fly 144 miles.
Wow.
Wow. Sweet.
The potion that you found with the little sliver in it, turns out that sliver was the toenail of a stone giant. And it is a potion of stone giant strength.
Cool.
When you drink
That's
this potion,
cool.
when you drink this potion, your strength score changes to 23 for 1 hour.
What?
We should give that to Skippy.
Yes,
That'd make
please.
Boomer weaker.
I'll start like shooting arrows through wall. Yeah, maybe Boomer shouldn't be anywhere near me if I had that.
No, then you can actually use your sword and use it as a
Oh
sword.
no. Oh.
I have a question. If you drink that, does your body get all bricked? Do you turn into like Dwayne the Rock Johnson for
Transformer.
that few moments?
Oh yeah, you get abs. Abs.
And it
Yeah,
lasts
you
for
get
an
a-
hour?
And it lasts for an hour.
Nice.
Your biceps have biceps.
Yeah.
Gaston can use that. He's got a plan. Hey, baby.
All right. The set of teeth that you found, there's like massive fanged teeth. Those are clacking teeth.
Clack,
Jeff?
clack, clack.
Clack, clack, clack.
These are taken from a particularly toothy ghost known as a flesh spurned. The bony jaw holds oversized teeth that sweat ectoplasm. So they're constantly dripping ectoplasm. The jaw has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dusk. While holding the jaw, you can use an action to expend one of its charges and choose a target within 30 feet of you. The jaw's teeth clatter together, and the target must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or be confused for 1 minute. While confused,
I want
the
them for if
target
anyone
acts...
comes near my barrel.
While confused, the target acts as if under the effects of the confusion spell. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself ending the effect on itself on a success.
Is that attunement or no?
Nope.
Awesome.
Cool.
Can we give that
Who
to
has
Jeff?
all of these?
You have it in Jeff's mouth.
Yeah, you can stick those. That was sort of my thought. Was I thought that'd be
Nice.
cool to pimp out Jeff a little bit and just jam those in Jeff's face. So now he's got these like dripping. So he has saliva for the first time in his life. It's ectoplasm, but don't tell him that.
Yeah, I say we give him to Jeff.
I'm down with that.
Which head?
Well, he's got one head with a gold tooth, so not that one.
Okay. Good call.
All right, that is on Jeff's person.
When did we get all this stuff?
This was the things you found in the chest at the end of the Temple of Elemental Earth.
The things we didn't loot, but rescued from being lost to time.
Hey. Is there
Cultural
more stuff?
Cultural artifacts. Yeah, that's what we've done. Where,
Are we British?
yeah,
Did we just become British?
Woo! Level up.
you know, I was thinking more. It could have been worse.
Yeah. Could be Danish.
Ugh.
Half Danish, half Danish, half French. Oh,
Oh. Who has all of these items? Jeff
Gaston at the
T.
moment.
Okay.
Yeah, although Gaston's actually kind of interested in the feather and the strength, but none of these really are something terribly. I think the cape should go to Nico. I actually also think the stone giant strength should go to Nico.
Really?
Yeah. Think about how
Ooh.
much of a difference that would make to Nico in combat. What's your
Use
strength
my
normally?
dexterity though.
He uses dex. His stuff's all finesse.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
You can use a finesse weapon with strength, though, can't you?
I guess
You can.
can choose to. Yeah.
Because what your sneak
My-
attack just says the weapon has to have finesse. It doesn't say you have to use it finessely, right?
I can just smack someone with the handle really hard.
Do we have like just like a party like thing of like items like when needed?
We need to have
Have we
like we need to
forget?
craft a weapon rack for Boomer to carry around on his back.
Mm.
Yeah.
We do need a party.
like a gun rack on a truck.
Not just on Boomer's back. Just quickly grab a sword out, heavy crossbow. Yeah, yeah.
A weapon valet. They had that in Jumanji.
Yeah,
Kevin Hart.
a weapon valet.
Weapon.
And Boomer's the right height.
Yeah.
No, I
What, how do
recommend
you
a,
know what
7
the
iron.
how do you know which of your like skills determines the damage you do on a particular attack? Is it just like common knowledge, or can I look it up somewhere?
How do you know what now?
Like
Which
if
of your stats you use?
so yeah, so if I increase my strength, which of my attacks would be improved? Like of course, like hand-to-hand combat, I would guess would be improved by an increase in strength. But
So
would
if you
my
go
like
to
ranged attacks?
to your stat scores, click on the 10 or your 8, right? Your negative.
Yeah.
Click on
On
your
strength,
strength, the number, not the plus,
Yeah.
and then go to your override
Yeah.
score. type in
Yeah.
23, and then look at your actions to see if it changes anything, because D&D Beyond will typically give you the highest.
Oh, okay. Got you.
Damage.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
I just realized Gaston is way faster than the Rock because he said it's 144 miles in a day, right?
Yeah,
Gaston
but it can
on
do
his
it.
book is at almost 50 miles an hour.
But it,
He's like 46 miles an hour on that book.
but it can do it carrying 1,000 pounds.
There is that.
So,
So, yeah, I could do that, but I don't want to.
right?
But without any extra dimensional spaces.
I'm still not feeling it.
Yeah, well,
I'm telling you, the book is still better. Oh, dang. I can do it with 400 though.
400.
No, it slows down over 200. I can do it with 200.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I remember when we were fighting the Kraken, like,
Yeah.
trying to move Boomer, and it was going like,
Yeah.
Yeah, 25 feet per round. Once I go over 200 pounds. So yeah, it definitely slows down. But for me, it's fast. All you big people suck.
What is the speed of a rock?
Depends on how hard you throw it.
something similar.
No, the big flying bird rock.
Yeah.
Depends on how far you throw it.
Yeah.
Does anybody
Everything is
have any
throwable.
things that they want? So we got Jeff with the teeth, Nico with the cape. Anybody want any of the other items?
The strength thing doesn't really help me that much unless I'm like grappled or something like that.
That might be good for Felix if he does the Tenzor's transformation.
I was thinking that because you go into melee that way, right?
Yeah. And instead of just a +6 or 7 with a dagger, I could use some bigger weapons because I get proficiency with all martials too. So then I could just ask our weapons valet to borrow a big axe.
I have a few.
So it's not 144 miles, it's 144 miles an hour.
Pretty
That's-
fast.
Yeah,
That seems faster than a book.
That's
it is slightly faster than the book, but it's okay. The book is better because it's entertaining.
That's true.
For
The
the
book is more
For the,
open.
no, so it says in the, if you're reading the description of the item, it says it can carry up to 500 pounds while flying at its maximum speed, 16 miles an hour for a maximum of 144 miles per day,
okay.
with a 1 hour rest for 3 hours of flying.
Still cool.
That does. Oh, so the item just looks like a rock. It actually isn't a rock.
Yeah, the bird. So it says the bird has a statistics of a rock.
Got it. Except it doesn't have the actual speed.
It's
Right.
Yeah, it's a slow magical
slow
fakey
rock.
rock. Got it. Anybody want a slow magical fakey rock?
It's the Azkern of the rock world.
Oh, that would be a perfect item for Azkern. Have him drop his pet rhino from height.
Yeah. I'd take a flying rock.
Yeah, it might help you if like get vantage points or things.
Yeah, I
like
can
that.
get like aerial attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does
How about the
Boomer,
flying?
who got the super strength potion? Who was
Felix,
that?
Felix,
Felix,
yeah.
I think.
potion
I
of
mean,
stone
if-
giant strength.
We're okay with that.
Yeah. So cape for Nico, teeth for Jeff.
Yeah.
Feather for Skippy, and potion for Felix. Sounds like a good distribution.
And then do we want to identify more stuff, or are we trying to get onto the parade, Ed?
It
Oh, we
only
have more
takes
stuff?
1 minute to identify. So let's get it all identified before. So if we have things we can use, let's use them.
What else you guys got? Oh,
I-
and then the pipe. You guys also found a pipe.
Oh,
Oh, that's right, the pipe.
This is the storyteller's pipe.
Oh,
This long shanked wooden smoking pipe is etched with leaves along the bowl. Although it is serviceable as a typical pipe, you can use an action to blow out smoke and shape the smoke into wispy images for 10 minutes. The effect
nice.
works like the silent image spell, except its range is limited to a 10-foot cone in front of you. And the
I know
images,
had that.
and the
Very
images
cool.
can be no longer than a 5-foot cube. The smoky images last for 3 rounds before fading, but you can continue blowing smoke to create more images for the duration or until the pipe burns through the smoking material in it, whichever happens first.
Yeah, Sir Orin had that.
You can also do
Yes.
choking smoke. You can use an action to speak the pipe's command word, then blow on the pipe, which emits choking smoke in a 30-foot cone. The
Oh, that's
smoke
cool.
spreads around corners and its area is heavily obscured. A wind of at least 20 miles per hour disperses the smoke, otherwise it lasts for 1 minute. Each creature that enters the smoke or that starts its turn in the area must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be unable to breathe or speak as it coughs uncontrollably for 1 minute. A creature affected in this way can't cast spells with verbal components. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. If a creature spends 3 rounds coughing from the smoke, it suffers 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh,
A
wow.
creature can't suffer more than 1 level of exhaustion from exposure to this smoke. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next dawn.
can we use a marijuana in the thing to try and get people to calm down?
This one does require attunement.
I say either Gaston or Nico sounds like a good item for one of those guys.
Yeah.
I concur. What else did we have other than the pipe?
I had some stuff from that Biomancer's sack. And back on Saltstone, the 3 sacks we never identified.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that was a while back.
I mean, if we're just having an identification party with Gaston and
Yeah,
I.
Might
just-
as well
man.
get it done now.
Yeah, do it.
Who knows? We might find an item that's Super helpful.
Sorry, what is it? Say it again.
The 3 sacks from inside the guy that was running the shop on Saltstone or Salt Lick, excuse me.
Yeah.
Got a rough spun with 43 bloodstained silver in it. And then there was
Oh yeah.
the metal weaved inside and it giggled.
Yeah, when you opened it.
Yeah. And then the third one was purple velvet and had a disformed skull in it.
Yeah.
All I got was that there was magic coming off of it.
Yep. Yeah, so the silver, the bag, the 30 pieces of bloodstains, or the, what was it?
43.
Yeah, 43 pieces of bloodstained silver. That one, so what you can identify of that is that the bloodstained silver is somehow cursed. You can't identify more than that, but there is some curse on the silver. And the bag was the mesh that was on the inside of it. When you look at that, with a careful identification of that, you can see that it had wards on it meant to contain a spirit. And that opening that bag would definitely breach that containment.
Oh, so the containment has technically been breached?
Yep.
All right.
So
Wait,
that
this is on the silver one or the one that giggled?
I thought they were the same one.
No, there was 3 bags.
I thought the one with the silver isn't that the one that giggled?
No, you said the one that had a metal weave inside of it. When I opened it, it looked like metal on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the one with just the
Wasn't that the one you opened and it giggled?
yeah, but
Yeah.
not it didn't have any coins in that one.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry. So the coins are cursed.
Okay.
The bag that had the mesh on it, it was meant to contain a spirit. You opened it. Spirit is no longer super contained. And then what was the other one?
And then
Oh,
a purple velvet bag that had a disformed skull in it that had some magical heat coming off of it.
Yeah. So that one, when you, what did you do to look at that one?
I just peeked in,
Okay, did you cast anything on it?
not back then.
Right. I mean, now, are you doing anything now?
Oh,
to-
identify.
Okay. So, when you cast a spell, when you cast the spell on it, nothing happens. And the spell looks like it's absorbed into the skull. But when you do this, you notice. Wait, did you take it out of the bag when you identified it? Like, did you hold it, or is it still in the
I'm
bag?
doing the bag first, and then I do the skull after. You have to touch it for identify. So
Yeah. Do you take the skull out of the bag?
if I don't get anything from the bag itself,
What's the
yeah.
bag itself first?
Oh, the bag itself is nothing.
Okay.
Bag is just a bag.
Then yeah, I gotta take it out to identify it.
You pull the skull out, and when you cast identify on it, the spell seems to go into the skull, and you don't get any information out. It kind of just sinks into the skull, and it has 4 teeth. The skull has 4 teeth, and the kind of the dent in it, the weird shape to it. You cast identify, and one of the teeth falls out.
Oh. Okay.
Try again, like 3 more times.
Can I
Knowledge
just do
Arcana?
a straight Arcana check to see if I have any idea what this could be?
Yeah, go ahead.
I love being tired. That's a 13.
You're so looking at this, you've seen, you're not super sure what this is. Like, you're looking at it, oh, that's fucking weird. You have seen things like this, where you've seen something like this where wizards will create like a spell lightning rod, where it'll absorb stuff. You've never seen anything like this. Like, you've never seen it like worked into a skull. Usually people use gems. But you're like them. I don't know, maybe that.
So do I think that I could like wear this as kind of a protection from a spell?
Yeah, you think, or possibly. You're not like, I mean, if it functions like that, you could use your reaction to sort of use the skull to present the skull as a target to the spell instead of you. If it works like the other ones that you found or that you've like kind of heard about, but you're not super sure that's what this is.
Okay, back in the bag it goes.
Okay.
You don't want to wear it as part of your outfit?
Let's not put the not fully identified thing.
Oh, when you look at the bag though, like when you turn the bag like inside the bag with the metal mesh on it,
Yeah.
you hear when you first pull the bag out, you hear that giggling sound again. And then when you turn the bag inside out and you're like looking at the bag, kind of opening it and like trying to identify what's going on with the bag, you hear the giggling turns to a moaning sound, and kind of like you hear like sobs.
Whoop, better put that
Does
back.
only Felix hear that, or does everyone hear that?
Everyone hears the giggling part. Only Felix hears the sobbing part.
Does it sound any
having a good
different?
time
Like
over there, Felix?
it's in my head, or like it should have been heard by everyone?
Oh, for you, the sound didn't change.
Okay.
It sounded exactly the same. And so it sounded like an audible sound.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else heard the giggling. Like when you pulled the bag out, and you're like, oh, and you hear the and then when you're like, everyone, and you and then when you pull the bag inside out, you're examining the bag. It turns to sounds of like despair.
Okay. Oh, and then the tooth that did fall out of the skull, is it just like there? Did it like dissipate or anything?
It fell out. It fell out and turned turned yellow and then black.
I'll put that back in the bag as well with that. Just see if I can maybe put that back. Oh no. Fuck, I should have kept my hands in my pockets.
And then did you take any of the silver out of the bag?
No. Not if I knew it was being cursed.
Did you cast identify on it?
On the bag and then the coins, yeah.
So you had to touch one of the coins?
I would have had to touch a coin.
Goddamn Felix and his curses.
Then you actually are aware of what this curse is now. Although you're not super. You Felix, you are overcome with a little bit of paranoia about.
That'll be easy to role play here.
You're overcome.
Back to this.
You're overcome with paranoia about the other people in the group wanting to steal your shit. And you now
you feel no different.
Just regular level paranoia would be a step up.
You now wish to acquire more wealth, starting with this bag of 43 pieces of silver. This is your silver, and nobody should ever touch your silver.
Well, I guess money is kind of like power, right?
Yeah.
But it does come with a little perk.
3 pieces of silver.
You now have advantage on any social interaction made to bargain. With any, so if you're bargaining for a price, or if you're or trying to sell something at a higher price, or trying to buy something at a lower price, any social interaction that you make to buy or sell something, you have advantage on.
We need to just give this to Nico, so
I was going to say
things could be normal.
Yeah, if you're giving it to Nico,
Basically
it's just
become
giving him
Nico,
advantage on being Nico. Like,
Are people considered somethings?
people consider.
It depends on the person, but yeah. Not the person being bought or sold, but the person doing the considering. Yes.
Yep. Awesome curse.
Any more items?
But I know I'm cursed now, right? Because I identified on it. So I'm like very aware I'm cursed.
Because you did cast identify. You're like just before you got cursed, you went, oh fuck.
No.
And then it hits you that you have this curse on you, that you must acquire more wealth. People are out to steal your wealth, and you would react violently to protect said wealth.
This is gonna be great right before I go shopping.
Yeah.
Maybe
Gives you advantage
tell
on shopping.
us that you're cursed. Like maybe tell the guy in the book.
Maybe tell the guy on the book.
But wouldn't that be counterintuitive to the curse of if I got it removed, I wouldn't have the desire to acquire more money?
Yeah.
Well, the good news is Gaston does have a history of every time we finish something major, going through the full remove curse, remove.
Yeah.
poison.
Oh, Gaston. Yeah, Gaston has a ritual now. With you guys, every time you guys touch magic shit, Gaston just like he has a car wash set up basically. Where he's like,
Here we go.
everybody step under the fucking waterfall. Here we go. And so, yeah, I would imagine Gaston would go through the full ritual on himself and like everybody handling the items that were like identified. Like, yeah, I imagine Gaston would go through his full.
Yep.
Antivirus.
Yeah, his full antivirus sockets. Every time you guys have touched magical items or done anything, Gaston has like done check for curse, check for disease, check for poison.
He's got a Q-tip. He's just shoving in her nose.
Yeah, he's just a hold still swab.
I always found something.
Yeah, so Gaston, when you do the check for curse on Felix, you find out that you see a silver gleam in his eye.
I will offer you 50 silver to keep your mouth shut right now.
I'll keep my mouth shut for 50 silver, Felix.
Yeah.
Nico's like, I'll keep my mouth open.
Yeah, open, shut, whatever the fuck you want.
50 silver's 50 silver.
50 silver, 50 silver. On this side of the line, 50 silver is 50 silver.
Only wanting the mouth open and shut.
Yeah.
Gaston's going to solve the curse.
Yep, Gaston will cast remove curse on Felix. Felix, you are no longer afflicted.
Well, can I give him a persuasion
Ooh.
to not?
I don't think you could persuade Gaston to leave a curse on you. Like you could roll ability. I mean, that's like saying, can I roll strength athletics to flap my arms fast enough to fly? Like you could roll a 20 and you'd still just die tired. I don't think you could persuade a cleric to leave a curse on you.
What if I counterspell the cleric?
That would be effective.
You could counterspell the cleric.
Yeah,
All right,
that
can
would be
I sleight of
effective.
hand counterspell? Because all it is a somatic and just play along that like, oh, I got removed or whatever.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some acting as well in this. Oh, I feel so much better. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, so I'll need a sleight of hand check.
Can I use my intelligence modifier for Arcana?
Yeah, it's a spell. So yeah, you're casting a spell, so you can use instead of dexterity, you can use intelligence.
Will I be able to recognize this with knowledge arcana?
Yeah, it would be contested. Yeah, Gaston, it would be contested by your Arcana.
Oh, fuck.
Oh wow.
A 1! A 1!
I feel
Seven.
amazing.
So 7. Gaston, can you? Wow. Yeah, Gaston goes, Gaston, since this is a somatic thing, you could persuade him, or you could persuade one of your other party members to gently restrain him, so he can't make any gestures for the moment it would take you to cast the spell.
Yeah, I'll go get Bloomer, see if he can help me out for a few seconds. Kitty touched something he shouldn't have, got cursed. Can I borrow your help? Hold him
Attempt to
down for a
hide.
second. He keeps counterspelling my remove curse.
Hide in the bag.
Yeah.
Should I drink
Boomer
the giant
will,
strength right now?
Well, actually, hold on, Gaston, give me a performance check, or give me a either performance or deception, so that you can see if you can lie to Felix and go, oh yeah, well, you're welcome. Good job having the curse removed.
You know that Gaston has a lot of ex-wives. His deception is pretty bad.
Well, let's see how you do, contested by Felix's insight.
Oh, I do not feel good about this. 17.
Oh,
Not bad.
good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's all right. Yeah.
Is this a social interaction that I get advantage on?
No, this is not buying or selling. 15. Yeah.
Yes,
So Gaston successfully bullshit. Gaston goes, Yep. All removed. I'm just gonna go check on Boomer. You stay cool, buddy.
And when I get to the door, like, you believe that, right?
You believe that? I mean,
Fucking sold it, right? Fucking sold it. Ah, sweet.
Every fiber of my being.
All right, so yeah, you go and get Boomer. Just say, all right, Boomer, we need to, be cool about this.
All right. Boomer will
stealth check.
walk into or the area where Felix is and gingerly tackle him.
All right, go give me strength athletics, Boomer, contested by your strength athletics, Felix.
Oh boy, +0 at disadvantage versus Boomer. A 2. Hey, no, you're tired too, Boomer. You only get one of those.
Oh, okay. Where's the 2 rolls?
Well, all right, so either the 17 or the 24. So
Yeah.
we'll
All right.
we'll say he takes the 17.
Yeah.
Just to be fair. And yeah, so he he wraps Felix up. You got both his hand, you got one hand over his mouth because you know how the fuck magic works. You put one hand over his mouth, the other hand you like pin his arms to his. Abigail's going, what is going on?
I imagine I tackled Felix really hard, like neck jerking back.
Oh yeah, like you like yeah, Gaston was all okay, look. I need you to like carefully. He's still our friend. He needs our help. I'm gonna cast counterspell. I need you to tackle him and carefully. I need you to carefully restrain. And Boomer goes, "Kitty's cursed." Just fucking, you hit him, wrap him up, and like slide across the floor with you, like with him wrapped up. Just and you're all, no, Kitty. And you're at this point, Boomer wasn't sure if Gaston was going to take care of the curse or if he was supposed to like squeeze the curse out of it. It was unclear in Boomer's mind. There was something about a curse, and he's like, "I'm going to take care of that shit."
Don't
Wraps him
fuck
up.
with me.
Yeah, and Gaston just goes, oh, well, job done. And you cast remove curse. Felix, you are no longer under the effects of the silver curse.
I'll wait for Gaston to tell me that it's okay to release him.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Felix. Here, move 2 fingers so he can mutter something. Felix, what item caused the curse?
There was no need for this, you asshole.
He's all crushed underneath Boomer.
No need for this, you asshole.
We're just very enthusiastic about your safety.
Oh, I feel so safe right now.
But to be fair, you do know that you are no longer cursed.
Yeah, and I'll explain that. I'm no longer cursed, I know, but those coins, we can definitely use those to our advantage. I'm not lying.
I'm just confirming.
Do you tell Boomer it's okay to let Felix up?
There you go. For my persuasion, a 5.
Wow, you're rolling really well today, Felix.
I'm going to go ahead and collect the cursed coins in their bag.
Yeah,
No, you're not.
I don't know if there's a lot you can do about it at this point, man.
Right? It's still on my person.
Right. Okay. Gaston, you can tell Boomer which item is cursed.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to convince Felix to tell me which item was cursed, and he said it was the coins.
Yeah.
I did.
So I just need to find out where the coins are.
They're in a bag.
Which one? Because you got like 3 of them on you.
I can't tell right now. I'm being held down.
All right, I'll look for you.
I'll look for you. Yeah, so you do a quick pat down. One of the sacks like clearly jingles. It's just sort of a rough spun sack.
All right, take a quick peek in. Are they the coins?
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to destroy the curse on these coins?
Not presently. It's a fairly fucking strong curse. It was done it was done with blood magic.
I'm telling you, that can be used at our advantage by giving these to other people and allowing us to escape. I don't want the coins for myself.
Gaston, are we sure that Felix hasn't hidden any of the coins anywhere special?
Legit.
That still beats my 5 in persuasion.
I'm pretty sure that they're all still in here. All right, Boom, you can let him go. He's fine. I got the coins here.
Oh man!
You're a good kitty. Pet him and scratch him behind the ear.
I imagine when Boomer does the pet, it's like, you know, when like a little kid pets the cat, looks like he's trying to peel the fur off the cat's. It's just the ears go back and the cat's like, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and use a stone shape. Since we're here in the elemental plane of Earth, there should be plenty of rock.
Oh, yeah.
Use stone shape ball of rock around the bag, so it's just a solid rock.
Yep.
And on
Nice.
that, I'll write cursed coins.
Yep. Yeah, so you now have a bag or a ball of rock that makes a faint clinking sound when you shake it.
There, when we
says-
need it, I could open it.
That says
Yeah.
cursed
And
coins.
I will give it back to Felix. Don't open this.
Carrying a fucking rock-shaped bag.
Felix, oh man, fuck these rocks.
I'm just gonna throw it at Gaston and be like, "You fucking carry it."
You made a rock ball and now you want to.
That would be a
Yeah,
custom item.
While all this has been going on, Nico's just been like, just sort of switching his new cape around, like in the mirror, like practicing his.
The entire time, Felix, you can imagine. You see, like from Nico's point of view, he's looking in the mirror in his cape, and he sees Boomer and Felix like all wrapped up, go sliding by in the background. You just see Nico going, "Oh yeah, oh yeah."
Adjusting the hat.
Yeah, adjusting the hat a little bit, flipping it out to the side, and you just see a dwarf and a cursing cat just go sliding by in the background in the mirror. with then Gaston goes running after him. Yeah, a little gnome chasing after him, a halfling chasing after him, and Nico just. Oh.
He's like, damn, I look good with my nose and all my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, practicing the new
Non-redneck
Tim
beard.
Curry grin. Yeah.
Right, yeah, just all teeth, just And then Abigail goes running behind Gaston, flapping her hands. Just, what's going on? Why have you tackled? Why have you tackled Felix? Yeah. Then Skippy goes running behind, like just putting gloves on. I'll check for coins.
Might have hidden some.
And the entire time, just. Oh. That's the scene. Like the entire time.
Good scene.
Yeah, that entire scene is seen from the point of view of over Nico's shoulder looking in the mirror. So yeah, it goes from Gaston asking Boomer for help with Felix, like, do you see that? And then it just switches to behind Nico, and you hear, "Ah!" And then Felix goes, what the fuck? And then slide behind him.
No, I don't want your rock bag.
I want your fucking rock bag. And
You carry it.
Nico turns around. The whole thing, all from that, just Nico not giving an absolute fuck.
That's about right.
All right, so coins. Curse on coins neutralized. Felix, you may still be haunted by something else, other than the other stuff that's kind of haunting you.
Add it to the list.
Yeah, no, just add it to the shopping list, man.
I was about to say, would that have been detected because one of the things I would put on him, of course, is the protection from evil to make sure he's not under any sort of mind control.
Oh yeah, he's not being
Or
mind
possessed.
controlled at all. He's not being
And he's not
possessed or mind
possessed.
controlled.
Okay,
Nope. He just has a friend.
that's cool. I'm glad he finally has one.
Oh,
Oh, that's not Jeff goes.
I feel like that's a jab at Jeff more.
Yeah, with his new clacking teeth, with his new big chompers.
I was about to say, with those teeth, he's now terrifying.
Yeah, here, let me get a picture so you guys can see what the teeth look like.
Ed, is the like rock scroll thingy something I can look up and add onto my inventory? Is it like a standard item?
The what? Yeah, I've added all the magic items. So the pipe, the teeth, I've added all these to D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
cool.
Okay.
So look up
But
feather
is it-
token,
Okay.
parentheses bird.
Okay.
Yeah, Gaston would not mind the pipe because that sort of suits his storytelling, but I can totally see it going to Nico being part of it.
I think Nico's done pretty well out of this magic item round. So happy for Gaston to.
Yep. So it's called Storyteller's Pipe.
Okay. Because I can see it going to either one of us, tell you the truth.
Mhm.
Can't wait till we find the treasure chest full of, gym weights and stuff for Boomer.
You could stone shape some like giant kettlebells for Boomer.
There you go.
Since we're here, I bet they could probably like make you just like a pure lead weight weight
That's what the teeth look like.
Ooh, nasty.
Whoa. Cool.
Ooh.
Oh,
Jeff is
Jesus.
terrifying.
Yeah, Jeff.
And that's shoved in Jeff's face?
Yeah, you just went, hold on, Jeff. And Jeff at first went, he's all,
Mm.
but Felix just steps up and goes, hold still, like in his like compel voice goes, hold still. And Jeff goes, and you can see a single like ectoplasm tear just roll down one of Jeff's cheeks before it evaporates. And then you just jam those things and you're like, and you like, it's just, you hear like, there's like sounds of like an impact drill and, and you're just like, what the, you see magical sparks and shit flying off. And then Felix steps back and goes, what do you think? And like, they're horribly disproportionate to his face. Like
All,
they're,
hanging down.
yeah, it's massive, like just these massive teeth, and they're just clacking, and they're just ectoplasmic drool coming down. Jeff looks at the other head, and then the hand that's on the normal head with the gold teeth, that hand just reaches up and pats the opposite shoulder consolingly.
I thought he'd just be like, ugh.
Yeah.
Mm.
It flinches back. Oh. But yeah, so Felix, those are called clacking teeth. If you want to put those.
Yeah, I found him there on Jeff.
Okay.
On his equipment, his inventory.
Amazing.
All right, so we got magic items, divvied, curses removed, cloaks put on.
Yeah. Gaston, as part of his evening's activities, is going to pull out his armor repair kit and use his Ogma colored inks to decorate his brand new pipe in Ogma colors.
Nice. Yeah, just go ahead and repaint it.
Yep.
Put the what on there, and so you will attune to that.
We get a long rest.
Yep, everybody gets it. Yeah, you guys actually get a really good night's sleep. So for sleeping in a place that is, mostly full of rock creatures, the beds are surprisingly comfortable. The beds are actually made of like a warm sand.
Bag of sand.
Yeah, so it's
Long
like
bag of sand.
yeah, it's like it's like a super fine, it's like a super fine sand, like almost like a dust.
Nice.
Can I get Gaston to like wet my bed for me?
Yeah.
I didn't know where this was going.
I would be happy to wet your bed. Yeah, I think it's just, actually, let me just double check that I have it memorized.
Skippy, you
I
can
do
also,
have it
they'll
right.
bring you water, like they'll bring you.
Yeah, because I
Okay.
mean, I remember the last time Gaston wetted Nico's bed in Barovia. So
The bed was accidental. I was wetting Nico.
Yeah,
Actually, I don't recall I peed in his boots.
That's true.
yeah,
you
they'll-
also peed on him when he was sleeping.
that's true too. Skippy, they'll bring you like a large stone, like stone cistern of or well, it'd be a small stone cistern of water that you could
Cool.
they're trying to accommodate multiple species here. So yeah, they'll bring you a stone thing of water that you can sleep in. But yeah, the bed, for those of you that sleep in beds, like it's extremely comfortable. Like it feels like it's heated from within, and it's like sleeping on a water bed, but a little more firm. But it like molds to the contours of your body. Surprisingly comfortable.
Felix needs to do a magical experiment during the long rest. I need to see how the effects of haste stacking up work.
Okay.
So I want to see what happens if I cast haste on round 9 of round 10, and if it gets exhausted from that spell not working anymore, or if it like just starts a new haste and they don't get that like just round of nothingness. So if I stacked 8 or 9 hastes in a row, would it have 8 or 9? I mean, I can only do 4 or 5 right now, but I just
I would say give me an Arcana check. And you can do this not at disadvantage.
I was about to say, that is a lot of haste.
17.
Yeah, so you think that you can do that, but the effects are cumulative and exponential. So you can stack them up and like it will continue, but there's no free lunches. Like so you can keep going with those hastes, but at the end of those hastes, depending on how many you put there, you could kill whatever it was.
Like a gigantic rock construct elemental thing.
The elemental thing and that's sort of powering it, you could, yeah.
So Boomer, if I kill your toy, just know it was an accident and not revenge for you tackling me.
The rock spirit that he bonded with deeply.
Okay. So then
It was a deep bond.
No.
Yeah, so do I think that 9 hastes in a row would kill a rock elemental thing?
You're pretty sure that would kill it.
What about say 8 or 7?
So you think anything more than 5 would likely kill it?
Like in a day or at a time?
In like consecutive, like if you did it
Okay.
consecutively without it having a chance to have that sort of like downtime, you would essentially be stacking up levels of exhaustion.
The
I
second
imagine,
level
like,
of exhaustion
Felix
the
is-
one. Second level of exhaustion is the one that does the speed is halved. So
No. It's not exhaustion. It's after haste.
Right, but if you're stacking it, if you're casting it consecutively, it won't get the level of exhaustion until after you stop casting it. That's what kills it. So when you get to the end, because you're casting them consecutively, it won't have that round of nothing. But like I said, the effect is cumulative and exponential. So it's not just a round of being tired, like it's stacking up levels of exhaustion. And so you're casting it, it's feeling nothing. It's running at full speed. It's like hasted, it's going badass. as soon as you stop casting all those like things, the effect of that magic, it's like, if you took meth for several days in a row without sleeping and whatnot, when you get to the end, when you stop taking it, you're not doing great.
Florida Man is awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. It's essentially that. So like you cast, it's the magical equivalent of that. So you're causing this thing to move faster and go beyond its physical limits for a long time. And then when you stop, it's like, well, all that effort suddenly catches up with it in a, and without magic to sustain it, that's what kills it.
Okay. And would greater restoration fix this before it is needed?
Greater restoration fixes one level of exhaustion.
But I mean, so the haste doesn't actually cause exhaustion.
It doesn't, but when you cast it consecutively, it will.
Okay.
So without needing it to take that level or that round of like nothing.
Yeah.
So when you cast it consecutively, so for every one past, when you cast 2, it gets a level of exhaustion, then 3 gets another level, 4 gets another level, but not until you stop casting haste.
Okay.
So it will have no levels of exhaustion until you don't cast haste and your last haste spell runs out. Then all of a sudden, all of that effort hits it at once, and it goes, oh fuck.
I imagine Felix is saying how like, oh yeah, if I accidentally kill your giant rock lady, blah blah blah, while everyone's sleeping and Boomer is resting comfortably in the arms of my giant rock lady.
Yeah, the rock lady is in there with you. The rock elemental is in the like the large high bay type area you guys are in.
Like, you leave my boo alone.
Well, would you rather all of us die together or just that?
Boomer just kind of rolls back over and like snuggles with the giant.
Boomer is sleeping like in the stone cleavage of this giant like rock lady.
I have a question. If it does have that one round of break, will it be okay? And then cast haste again, and then one round of break, and then haste again?
Yeah.
So I say that's probably the way to go, except maybe near the end if you really need to do like 2 or 3 in a row.
That's why I just wonder if greater restoration would fix that round, not needing that round off.
Like, dude, I'm sorry I tackled you hard.
It's for your own good.
I was fine. I was managing my curse just fine.
He says the thing with like missing skin and and the staff, like the shepherd's crook is like behind his back. I was managing my curses just fine.
No, I did not make that plural.
problem.
I said the last one I was managing. The last one. Very clear about that. I picked my words very carefully.
He says with his track record clearly visible.
Those were all made under duress, and you all know it.
I'm managing just fine.
I'm just saying, most people don't go into curses willingly.
I wasn't willing, but once it's there, it's there.
Well, yeah, the first one when he picked up the first staff, when he picked up that one wasn't willing, and then after all the rest of them, after that,
the staff made me willing. That's like you get
The
someone high
cocaine
the first
made
time
me
for
willing.
free.
Yeah.
Curses are like a cup of tea.
That's right.
Oh, it's funny. All right, so everyone gets a full long rest. You guys all sleep very comfortably. Abigail will try to, she goes, Felix, I thought you were doing really great. I thought the way you handled that curse was really brave. Boomer hit you so hard. Are you okay? She's he didn't crack your staff, did he?
No, all 4 seem to be fine.
Oh, good. Because a cracked staff just doesn't function the way you want it to. It doesn't stay. It's not as rigid as you need it to be.
I know it can't conduct the magic the way it should.
Nico would be giggling in his sleep.
I think all of us are giggling.
She looks around. She goes. She looks around. She looks back at just all the giggling going on. She goes, "What? I don't understand. I don't. What are they laughing at?"
They don't all understand magic like we do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I guess if they're not used to handling a big staff, then they wouldn't understand, the perils of having a broken staff.
It can become unwieldy when they're too big, though.
I understand. I mean, sometimes I just prefer maybe a rod or a small or even a small wand. I mean, really, the size of it doesn't matter. It's really in how you handle it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it can be
show
magical.
my wand of magic missile. Yeah, like this one. It's a great size. It's so great. You can just cast it, and I'll kind of do like a inappropriate motion without knowing.
Yeah, it's like you're going like this. You're going, and she goes, "Oh, careful! I don't want you to shoot at my face."
Hey, why don't you cast silence and shut the fuck up? You're asleep.
And she goes, sorry, Boomer. I guess when we get talking about stabs, it's really tough to control our excitement.
Boomer will cast Stink Cloud.
Boomer just and rolls over. And she goes, "That's quite potent." Well, good night, Felix.
You hear a small voice pipe up. Challenge accepted.
Abigail goes, "Oh, there's no windows.
Oh, no.
There's no windows."
He just like sinks down in the barrel, but like jacuzziing.
Yeah.
Turn on the heat. Someone turn the heat up.
Just starts bubbling. Nico is suddenly regretting having his new nose.
Your turn, Nico.
Nico just wafts the cape he has, just brimstone fills. Oh, Jesus, what did you eat? What do you just eat eggs? Oh my God.
I guess if I felt like that, there was a competitive element, I might try and like force one out.
Go ahead and roll me a Constitution check. A Constitution saving throw.
See if you shit yourself.
See if you shit yourself.
Hey,
See how
Wow! Yeah,
Nico.
Nico goes.
Wait,
You hear Nico go. Yeah, you hear Nico go. Oh, and then you just hear.
Just gonna stretch my legs before bed. Like waddle out of.
There's a barrel of water.
You head towards Skippy's water barrel.
No, you stay away.
Skippy pops up Grenados in both hands. Fucking move on. Move on.
Keep tracking.
Felix let off a cat fart. He wins.
All right, so that's in scene.
Very delightful bunch.
Camera just pans out to the sounds of farting and Felix and Abigail going, "Oh!" and Nico just squishing off to the bathroom. All right, the next day, you are all awakened to the sound of the stone of your door moving out of the way. And your Bill Grau, your guide from before, rumbles into the room. Everyone up! Everyone up! Time for parade!
Why did you shrink my junk, Gaston? Why?
What are you talking about, man? I made it twice the size it used to be.
Lies, lies.
Nico just waking. Yeah, my God. Right.
Well, good morning.
Bill Gra also like super gratefully doesn't actually have an olfactory sense. Just sort of a cloud just wafts out of the room when the door opens. He rubs it. Time for race. It's time to get ready for the presentational ceremony.
Ah, yes. Oh, Boomer? What's your mount's name?
Yes, need a name for racing team to be announced.
Lagatha.
Lagatha? Lagatha. Very good. Very good. All right, everyone, don your vestments and follow me to the staging area.
Did we?
You're going to give us 45 minutes, right? Maybe an hour and 15?
Yeah, you've got time to
Okay.
get everything to get prepared. He's woken you up with plenty of time.
Good, because Gaston's going to be primping and prepping until the last second and have to have somebody pull him away from a mirror.
Abigail is going to cast illusion on herself to match you, Felix.
Okay. And then right before we're about to go out, I'll do a telepathic bond. If we have time for a ritual right before we go.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, especially since you're not like really getting dressed. Like you're just all get ready. You're all.
You're like Gaston and Nico, like a pair of teenage girls fighting over the mirror.
Just move. Come on.
It's really not much of a fight considering Gaston weighs all of 20 pounds. Nico's like,
Just keep like swishing the cape in his face.
Yeah.
I imagine like Boomer's like helping the stone creature getting like prepared and stuff, and it's like two like newly lovebirds like oh, you look great. Oh, I love this. This really brings out the gems in your eyes.
Just you hear this like sort of Titanic stone giggle as it giggles, and it's blushing, but you can't tell because it's rock.
Was there a map of the course?
Hey, Boomer.
Gaston actually Gaston's going to give Boomer tongues so he can speak to his mount.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
This
Could I
might
have-
ruin the relationship.
Yeah, could I have studied a map for at least an hour during that long rest?
Yeah. Felix, you are well apprised of the race course.
Because the illusory map might help Boomer while he's piloting this thing to have it in front of him.
Yep.
To let him know what's coming up.
Yep.
Okay.
Did we get anything cool from when we went shopping before the?
Go ahead and give me everybody give me charisma checks.
Just straight charisma.
Straight charisma.
Good thing I didn't have advantage.
Boo.
Well, this would have been before you got cursed.
Oh,
Wow, you guys are a charismatic bunch. Wow.
Charisma.
Relying on you, Nico.
Is this just straight charisma? Is this just straight
do you
charisma?
feel
Just
lucky,
straight charisma.
Nico?
See. There you go.
Pretty lucky.
Yeah.
All right.
Ed, there are two. I'll send you. There are two things that Nico was going to try and get hold of while he was here, but he would definitely not be doing them in the presence of anyone else.
Right.
So,
Yeah. So you guys, like Nico may have been on his own shopping trip.
which would explain the high charisma compared to.
All right. Did you send those to me?
No, I'm just going to do it.
Oh,
now.
if this was before, that'd be a disadvantage. So hold up, it could get worse.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
No.
No. All right. So yeah, 9, a 7. Gaston, can I get a charisma?
My other one was worse.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's saving throw, not my actual charisma roll. My bad. 1 second. It's a much worse number.
Jesus.
So, yeah, you guys did not fare well talking to the rock people. You
Are we
managed to
investigating? Is that what's going on?
yeah, do you guys investigating the marketplace? What the fuck? So you guys managed to get the stuff that you needed for your vestments and your parade stuff. But you didn't manage to find anything extra special in the marketplace.
I'm surprised. I did so badly. I didn't even find any new food on a completely different plane of existence.
No.
Really? Breakfast sandwiches? That's what you got? Flatbread,
Here's your Hot
eggs, and
Pocket.
sausage. You didn't even put cheese on it.
Okay. So yeah, shopping trip wasn't super successful. But that's all right. Okay, so you guys are all ready and dressed up, heading to head out to the staging area.
All right.
Just 1 second.
So I'm gonna not wear my breastplate for more mobility here.
Okay, so yeah, you're not wearing your breastplate.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are all mounted up on Lagatha, and so you guys can see the other teams now that are there, and excuse me. You guys can see the other teams that are there. There's the Drow team. There's another Dwarven team.
Where are their mounts?
What's up? So the Drow team, anybody want to guess what their mount looks like?
Is a spider?
Yeah, it's a spider. And the other Dwarven team, now that you get a look at them, they are Duragar.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah,
They're what?
Duragar. They're an Underdark variety of dwarf.
They're not as
evil.
nice as most other dwarves.
Yeah.
They have a bad attitude. They're mean drunks.
They are their mount looks like a T-Rex looking thing made out of stone.
Well, I don't like them, but I respect their choice.
I respect it. The salamander looking people, they have like it looks like a centipede looking thing, like a large like centipede looking thing. And then the rock looking creatures, they have it doesn't really look, it just looks like a quadruped rock. Like it's not, it like doesn't have like any sort of form. You're just all right, I guess.
Well, at least we didn't pick the worst form.
Yeah, like you see yourself. All right. I mean, it's super unimaginative. Like if you just like, yeah, it just looks like a boulder with 4 legs.
And the
It does
rules.
have 4 legs.
The rules he gave us said that we weren't allowed to interfere with the course or other riders in any way.
Yeah.
Right?
Go ahead and so go ahead and give me perception checks.
Oh Lord, this is gonna go well.
Yeah.
Everything
Hey,
totally
Felix.
fine. Oh wow, Felix is on point.
I finally went to the other side of the orange.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm
Right.
not doing too bad either.
My
Nice
gosh,
one,
17.
Boomer, you got a 17.
We're not
Skippy,
really
what'd
into
you
the
get?
charisma thing, but boy, we're so used to getting deep in shit, we certainly notice things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and Skippy, you got a like you have a 19, so your passive is like a 19,
no,
right?
21 is my
21.
passive. Yeah, and I rolled a 20. So.
Right, yeah. So your Skippy's pretty alert. Yeah, so you guys are all alert. Felix, you are on extra high alert here. You notice the Drow team. You see, so you when you first get out there, you see they're all they're all out there and assembling and everything. But you notice that their team is like pretty large. Like you're all, but then as the staging area, as you guys are getting set up and you're all mounted up on Lagatha, you notice that their team is not quite as large as it was before.
Mm.
You're like, that's interesting, and you also notice that before their team sort of dispersed, the ones that not all of their team was dressed super lavishly, like they were making kind of an effort, but not all of them. Like you can see the ones that are on their mount for the parade, like all lined up ready for the parade. You're like, well, those ones are all dressed pretty lavish, but the ones we saw before, not so much.
Just enough to pass.
Just enough to kind of pass. Yeah, you're like, but now their team looks smaller than it did before. You're trying to count. You're like, yeah, there's definitely not quite as many.
So is it just like Boomer and Felix?
So Boomer, so all of you will go out on the parade. You will all go out into the Coliseum to the parade, and then you guys will get off the mount. And Boomer and Bill Gra explained all this to you. Boomer and Felix will actually line up Lagatha for the race, and then you guys will be you guys can go to special sort of boxes to watch the race or whatever you want to do at that point.
And the
Do
race
we walk
course,
by the Drow team?
Yeah.
What's up?
Will we walk by the Drow team?
Yeah, you guys walk by the Drow team. I'd
like to have Jeff show his teeth
Mm-hmm.
to someone, and hopefully that helps my intimidation of one of the Drow people.
Oh yeah, you have Jeff turn one of his heads towards them. Are you going to use one of the charges?
No, I want to roll intimidation, but I think that Jeff's teeth would help me more than just me.
Okay, yeah. Oh, for sure, yeah.
You're kind of a half undead faced cat. You're kind of terrifying just all by yourself.
Well, I know it's just a +8, but I'm just wondering if Jeff will help me.
Yeah, you can get advantage. You can get advantage
Your
on it.
intimidation is +8.
Yes,
That's
you are a
awesome.
very terrifying kitty.
17, which
Roll.
apparently I didn't need advantage or
Roll.
disadvantage.
Roll double nines. All right. Yeah, you look at him, and you're kind of glaring. You let your illusion slip just a little bit to show sort of the Felix beneath, and then Jeff turns one of his heads, just turns like that, and the teeth are dripping with ectoplasm, and he clacks them, these massive chompers, and all the Drow kind of.
Did we notice where any of the Drow went that were like missing, the ones that were there?
Yeah, you see them. They slip. I mean, there's only one way out of the staging area that you guys are in. They slip out of the staging area and kind of disappear into the crowd.
I'll definitely
Gaston?
alert.
Yeah, I was about to say
The
Gaston
party.
would have missed all of that because he'd be sketching the scene.
Right. Yeah. So
I
you
will-
guys,
I will-
you see him disappear. You see him disappear out into the crowd. But you guys had the map the night before, and there were you guys looked at it and you're like, well, we overheard them talking about it. Plus, not to be racist or anything, but none of you like super trust the drow.
No.
And yeah, so but you looked at the map and you've identified a few kind of obvious ambush points that would be definitely out of the way, would have like blind spots or would have like their choke points in the course, and you're like, you've identified a few likely areas along the course that where they could employ shenanigans.
I would keep my attention on those. If I can see those areas from where we are, I would keep an eye out for any of the drow popping up in those areas.
Okay. All right. And for this race, to do the race, you will each be rolling a d20. So Boomer is rolling for Lagatha. The other four of you will be rolling for the other racers. And so you need basically 6 successes to win. First one to get to 6 wins the race. And Boomer, you get to apply your stone cunning.
Okay, so
to the
plus
D20.
5.
Yeah.
And does the map reading help him at all also?
No, it doesn't give him a special advantage. Everybody else, because everybody has that, knows the course.
Okay. I think I should roll for anyone that we want to lose for tonight.
Does my bond with my Lagatha help in any kind of way? Because I imagine I'm way more bonded.
You know each other really well.
That will come into effect. So if especially when she's hasted, she's harder to control. And so it gives you it will give you so normally you would have a disadvantage rolling when she's hasted. You will not be rolling at disadvantage.
Okay.
So the other riders, like if they try to whip their mount to go faster, you roll at disadvantage, but it can go faster. If you succeed, it can go faster. Or the same thing if you were to cast haste on, even though it's technically illegal. If you cast haste on your mount, it's harder to control. But because of your intimate bond with your wild earth elemental, you will not be rolling at disadvantage while hasted.
Cool. Do you see my message I sent you?
Let me see.
Gaston had, I guess, cast tongues on Boomer, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Where did you send that? Oh, there he is. Sorry. Did you?
So tongues lasts only 1 hour, so hopefully the race is done in an hour.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So the earth elemental attendants are making sure everybody is lined up. You hear massive drums outside begin pounding. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 out, just pounding out this rhythm, and then you hear some horns blare, and then one of the earth elementals will signal the start of the riders out. So Ryan, you will be rolling for Diamond in the Rough. Nico, that. There you go. Nico, you will be rolling for Big Digger. Deb, who I don't know if she can hear me, is rolling for boulder roller, and Rob, you're rolling for rock slide. All right. So they head out. When you come out of the building where the staging area was, you can see massive amounts of people. And as you head out, mostly raining down on you from above are bits of sand. Like people are like throwing out like sand and grit. Every now and again, you will see a streamer, what looks to be like a paper streamer. They're pretty rare, but every now and again, you will see one get tossed down. And you guys, coming out to the sort of the shower of sand and grit. People are, all the beings that are there are absolutely going crazy and cheering.
Are there people near right up near to us, or are they all like?
No, it's pretty close. Like, I mean, it's relatively close. Like, yeah, so when you guys walk out, it's so set the scene. So you guys walk out, and it's this sort of this stone corridor that leads all the way to the Coliseum. And there's stands have been set up. So this wasn't there the night before. Like, this has all been sort of erected overnight. And there's like these stone stands that go all the way up. And so there's crowds of people up above you, and they're really steep, like, so everyone can kind of see and look down on you. And so there's the nearest people, the ones that are like right up close, are probably within like 20 feet of you. And so they're above you, kind of up and at diagonal, and then there's beings lined up. Looks like the whole city is turned out to see this, and you can see that there's even more people inside the Coliseum, and people are, and they're just the beings are going nuts. Like there's there's rock things just cheering out, little squeaking things, and there's Drow and Duragar. You even see a few what looks like might be like fire elementals, or like myrmidons, and maybe some salamander type salamander folks. It's a ton of people. This is obviously a pretty huge event. Music is playing, and you guys are walking out in your full regalia. Lagatha is in her, got the headdress on. People are, they're throwing out the gravel, and every now and again, a little bit of confetti rains down.
Can I take one of the wine bottle labels I've got and try and fold it into, how Nico's crest is like the comedy and tragedy masks or whatever? Can I try and fold it into like the laughing mask shape, just while I'm like waving to people? Just because what I imagine Nico doing is like doing his waving his hat to like the crowd, and then like seeing picking out like the child in the crowd that's like struggling to see, and then like handing the child like a little folded paper thing. So like,
Oh yeah.
Just try and do his sort of man of the people act as usual.
You're campaigning here, Nico, of all places.
Look, man, you gotta keep your options open. If the material plane doesn't work out, or if we destroy it, then you
or if we destroy it, we gotta have a backup plane. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, 6 one way, half a dozen the other, I guess.
It's franchising.
All right, I'm on board.
So Nico, when you fold it, you're reaching out, so the kid's too far away. But Abigail will use her mage hand, and she forms her mage hand over your hand, and then takes it out of your, so it looks like your hand is just sort of extending out, and we'll place it into the child's hand.
And I'll just give him a wink and a big Tim Curry smile.
Yeah. So Abigail thinks this is an entirely benevolent gesture. Like, she thinks you're doing this like purely out of the goodness of your heart. Like, she doesn't know you possess neither of those two things. And so she goes, "That was really sweet, Nico.
We all do what we can.
Just adorable." And she goes, "You guys are so good. So good."
We are really good. We are
Boomer
so good.
will trumpet his mountain spirit horn.
Oh yeah. So we'll say, because I mean that thing actually comes from something like pretty magical. So we'll say that that thing can actually be heard pretty far. Like the sound of it is disproportionately loud to its size. Like you blow into that thing and it sounds like a stadium sound system. Like when you blow into that thing, like it you blow into it and it's like super low, like and like things shake, like it's super loud. The crowd, when you blow into it, the crowd momentarily like gets quiet, like there's a bit of a hush, and then everybody just goes crazy. The fact like you're adding sound as well as visual spectacle, to the proceedings, and people go nuts for it. And every time you blow it, again, the crowd sort of like everyone just sort of like it's a visceral reaction to like when large animals roar and you sort of short circuits your nervous system. Like it's that sort of visceral reaction, and then everyone just goes crazy.
How big is the horn itself?
The horn itself isn't like, it's sort of like the size of like a regular ram's horn, like maybe a little bit larger.
Okay.
But the being that it came from was actually one that was very old and significant.
Yeah. Boomer has like a strength 20 diaphragm or whatever as well.
Right. And so Boomer blows into this thing, and so it's the sound that comes out of it is magically amplified. Like it's just it's awesome.
Those in the bagpipes, huh?
Both equally deafening.
I cast reduce on the bagpipes. No.
just shrink them down to keychain size.
Bagpipe harmonica.
Yeah. So so you proceed, you make it all the way out into the Colosseum, and up on the stage, even more elaborate than what it was yesterday. You see the Khan and all of her retainers, and clearly like the entire like earthen court has gathered out here. And she steps she's sort of back amongst the retainers. One of the Tao steps forward and speaks in Terran, which I think only Gaston and Boomer will understand this.
Yeah.
But Bilgra will translate, like he's down there translates. You guys are sort of getting it secondhand. But Boomer and Gaston hear it and understand. So the retainer steps forward and says, "Thank you all for gathering. Now, to begin our ceremonies and the great race, I present our benevolent, illustrious leader, the ruler of Earth, the Sultan of Stone, Gabriel Ali Al-Salah Al-Zara Zazil, great cow, the great Khan of the Tao, and the great cow of the dawn, the great Khan of the Tao." That's a lot of vowels. Good God. She will glide forward. You notice there's not really feet. She will glide forward. Her voice is magically amplified, and she says, "We gather here to honor the great spirit Zoltan." I think it's Zoltan. Let me double check that for accuracy. It's important.
It's whatever you want it to be, man.
So I'm sure you guys are all.
It could be Zootan if you want.
It needs to be consistent.
Zoolander, even.
Otherwise, it won't make any sense.
The great spirit Zoolander.
We would have no idea who he was talking about.
Yeah.
Ed will just stop.
Sorry.
Ed will just stop.
Zaratan.
Just like, I'm
Sorry.
so sorry.
Zaratan.
I've ruined the game.
Dartan?
Zaratan.
Oh, so it's
Maybe
not going to
change
make
my
Tom
note.
Hanks suddenly like 30 years older.
Yeah, sorry, Zartan. The
It's
great,
just going to give Flash Gordon a bad time.
the great spirit Zartan. This race has been conducted since time immemorial, and these illustrious riders have gathered here to honor the race and to honor your Khan. And everybody will, crowd cheers. All the riders will, kind of, give a wave. It's, as is our tradition, the winner will be granted one boon by me, the Khan. While those who dishonor the race or those who do not win will receive no honor, and they shall be scattered as gravel to the wild spirits. And everybody kind of like cheers, some cheering, and like some like, this one isn't, it's sort of, Now, riders, prepare yourself. Let the races commence. She'll step back, and Bill Groff will say, he'll clap his massive stone hands together, and he'll say, he'll go, all right, riders only on the mount. Prepare your mounts for racing. Divest yourself and prepare to compete.
Felix is going to climb up like, I didn't really think about where I'm actually going to sit.
Boomer jumps in the cleavage pilot seat.
Nice.
I guess I'm just going to sit on his shoulder and try and hold on to one of those sweet mutton chops.
Yep.
Or you could be on the top of the head.
Yeah.
I'll go for
The
the top of the head
brains.
for the better view.
So I think Nico, because I was one who heard the drow kind of plotting.
Yep.
Right. So I guess I will like wave and then sort of slink off into the crowd, and then just sort of use disguise self to just blend in.
All right.
And start heading off in, like, try and head towards some of these like pinch points where we think they might be.
Are you taking Skippy and Gaston with you?
All right, good luck, guys. We're going to go and check out the course. Do we want to take how many places do we think we've identified where the shenanigans may happen?
You've identified there are 3, possibly a 4th.
So do we want to take like one each, or do we want
Maybe
to
we
do a
should do
little
one
grand
each, yeah.
tour?
Yeah.
What do we think?
And I think we should start from the end of the race and work our way forward rather than the front of the race and work our way back.
So that we're not
Yeah.
trying to outrun the giant rock monsters.
Yep.
Yeah, and the course ends up back at the Coliseum. Like, it goes all around the city and comes back to the Coliseum.
Yeah. Okay, smart. So we're going to try and take one each, or are we going to like proceed around the course as a trio?
Gaston recommends traveling as a trio because
Okay.
he looks at how awesome he is and his massive sinews and strength and goes, probably best if I don't go by myself.
And can I
Is
sit on your book?
Abigail just chilling at the?
Yeah, Abigail is going to hang out with Bill Gra, and she's going to go to like the special team area that's in the Coliseum.
Yeah. As we all know, Gaston's spell list is not exactly the most offensively minded.
Mm-hmm.
He's got mostly curative and removal type, maybe buff spells and detection spells. Not really a whole lot of offensive other than cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now we're going to try and avoid drawing attention to ourselves while we're checking these out. Keep an eye out for drow or the other teams. So we don't want them to know we're coming.
Gaston sighs and start putting away his rock feathers.
And and you're
And
going
then Gaston, at this point, you notice Nico has one of your rock feathers like in his hat.
Fine,
Oh,
you
that?
keep it.
Yeah.
I want it back now anyway. I don't know where that's been.
Nothing wrong with my hat, probably. Yeah, so I say, and you can't fly on your book, Gaston.
Oh, I just asked him if I could fly on his book with him.
You can't undercover, not flying on book. How many other flying
Fine,
books
you
do you
carry
see
me.
around here?
Can I sit on your shoulder?
No.
Can I sit on your- Skippy's like, I do not want to walk.
So,
I can see better from up high.
so
I'm too short in the
Gaston
crowd.
has disadvantage with stealth, right?
Well, you're not trying to be quiet, right?
No.
This
No,
is
plenty of
this is
noise.
this would be
Yeah.
this isn't dexterity based stealth. This would be charisma based stealth because you're in a crowd.
Yeah.
So you're trying to
Also,
blend
not
in.
Gaston's strong suit.
I can use
Dexterity-based stealth is probably better.
I can use minor illusion to kind of blend you in a bit, probably. I can use disguise self on myself, and I can use minor illusion to blend you two in a bit,
Okay.
so long as you stay within 5 feet of each other.
Hmm.
What?
How
You know,
strong is Skippy?
Can we like sit on Gaston's book, but you can illusion it to look like legs?
It's
Just
it's
put a trench
magic.
coat
It's
over it.
magic, not a miracle.
Yeah, but have you got your ball gown?
it's magic. Did you just say it's magic, not a miracle? I'm performing magic over here, not a fucking miracle.
We can get Gaston to wear your ball gown, and then just have that, like, no one's going to be looking at our feet, and I can sit on his shoulders. No, I have to wear the ball gown and sit on Gaston's shoulder. Let's just go. I'm sure it will be fine.
At this point, I'll be like, you know what?
I like this a grung and a halfling in a ball gown.
Be like, you know what?
I mean,
That
technically,
sounds
as long
good.
as Gaston doesn't fly, like as long as he doesn't fly very high off. I mean, if you put a thing over it, like it'll,
Yeah, that's true. I suppose lots of these things kind of roll around with
Yeah.
your feet, so you'll probably blend right in.
Did you see that grung in that dress? She's just gliding down the runway.
Oh, so graceful, so graceful.
Down for
okay.
that.
Let's go with that.
Yeah, so you whip on your battle ball gown,
That's all.
and
Who's on the top and who's on the bottom?
Well, I think because I've got high perception, so I should probably go on top.
yeah, but Gaston has to steer.
Which is why I have to be on the bottom. I'll just make.
Oh yeah, you have to be. Yeah, you have to be on the book. Yeah, that's right. So yeah.
Peeking out through-
So I'll just make a little eye hole that I can see out the front.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll
Yeah.
use-
So
okay. All right. I'll use minor illusion to make it not so obvious that there's an eye hole in the.
yeah. So Nico, you're being followed by this, and of course, like the shape of it, right? It goes like this, and then it goes out like a square. It kind of goes out, and and you're like, that's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I mean, there's a mix of different, creatures and races and all that. So yeah, no one pays too much of attention to the fact that you guys are moving very gracefully along and are maybe a little oddly shaped. All right, so racers are lined up. Boomer, you are nestled in the cleavage. Felix perched on the top. You hear a sort of a drum. It's like a not quite a drum roll, but like there's a procession, or not the procession, but like a percussion. I don't know what the music word is. They play some drums to let people know that the race is about to start. It sort of builds in tension, and then there's this like horn that blows. Everybody hears it. The race is off. Everybody roll just a straight D20 roll for me.
Mine's my perf
Yours isn't a straight D20. Yours is
+5.
All right, team. I think we're doing well with a 6 and a 5 for not us.
I got
All
a
right.
19 +5.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
So it looks like so Diamond in the Rough.
6.
been thunderstruck.
Yeah, so Diamond in the Rough, and let's see, Nico. So Big Digger takes off. Rock Slide takes off. And Boomer, you take off. Lagatha takes off.
With a total of 24.
Yep.
Nice.
I think I cast a deafness on on one of the other teams. Didn't quite hear the horn.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
it looks like Boulder Roller and Diamond in the Rough have a hard time getting off the starting line here.
Now I'm like really glad of my crappy rolls for once.
I finally come into my own.
Keep rolling like that. You're doing great.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Let's see, and yeah, Big Digger takes off as well. So yeah, you guys Lagatha get her off at a sort of a trot there. Big Digger is the drow, the 8-legged spider starts scuttling. Or sorry, not Big Digger. Rock Slide is the spider starts scuttling. Big Digger is the Tyrannosaurus. It sort of starts taking off. The rock with 4 legs doesn't quite get a great start off. It's like kind of just, and the centipede looking thing also has trouble coordinate. Looks like its legs are kind of got tangled up. Didn't quite get the good start. Boomer, are you saying anything to Lagatha to cheer your?
You're doing great, honey. Yeah, you're doing great.
So yeah, you guys pound out of the arena or out of the Coliseum. You're moving along the streets, and you can see there's shops on the side. There's people everywhere, and people are trying. They're trying to move with the race course as well. So like a lot of people that were lined up to watch you guys walk out have dispersed, and they're moving to different parts of the race course. And there's people cheering and shouting. Once you're out of the Coliseum, as soon as you guys are out of the Coliseum, you're out a little ways, the Drow team that are on the spider and the Duragar team are sort of right there with you guys. Felix, they are going to attack you. They're going to throw some attack. They're going to. You see one of them sort of take one of the drow takes like a small crossbow and sort of tries to cover it up a little bit and is going to take a shot at you while you're up on top of Lagatha.
How much time do I see of this like coming at me?
Oh, you're like sort of you're racing along, and you're kind of as this thing's pounding along, and the Drow and the Duragar aren't known for their spirit of fair play or nicety. So you're keeping an eye on them, and you can see the Drow doing. You see him fiddling with something, and you see a gleam of metal, the point of a crossbow bolt.
Are they within 30 feet of me?
Oh yeah, rubbing's racing.
Can I attempt to cast blindness on the guy that's about to try and shoot me?
Yeah. I'll let you do that as a reaction.
All right. 18 wisdom or con save, excuse me.
Jesus.
All right.
Right?
I would have difficulty with that.
And that's just verbal, so I don't necessarily do any magic mumbo jumbo.
He rolled an 18.
Oh,
Oh, fuck him.
Yeah.
that's not good.
Sorry. Yeah.
I should have just cast invisibility on myself.
Everyone. There we go. Now everybody can
Although
see
I'm still on the head.
it. So yeah, you cast at him. He shakes it off and he laughs at you. And he goes, "You've only adopted the dark. I was born." And he's going to take a shot at you with his hand crossbow. 20.
Yep.
Nice.
Hmm.
Shield.
For 5 damage.
Okay.
Just a bolt. This bolt comes up, pling, and you're like, "Fuck!" And you look over at the Duragar. Let me. There we go. Sorry. You look over at the Duragar, and you can see him like working on something. You can see him working on something. They haven't quite deployed it, but you can see the one guy that's in your position, not driving, but in your position,
Yeah.
is clearly working on doing something, but hasn't done anything yet.
Surprised he doesn't have disadvantage with Lagatha, thundering around, dwarf and,
No, that's a
Distracting.
very good point.
yeah,
Hard for him to steer with an extra rudder between his legs.
I know.
All right, everybody, go ahead and roll d20s for me again.
Let's do a crappy roll.
I'm doing
Race.
great. I'm doing what we need for the
Good
team.
God. One.
Yay, I rolled badly.
Cool. I did a bit better.
I got a
Sorry.
18 plus 5,
Nice.
23.
You've really been motivated by this.
Yeah.
Nice. Wow, Felix, that's some. Man, you got hot dice tonight, man. Woo!
I'm on the right team right now.
Who are
Did
you
we get to
rolling
make
for,
it off the
Felix?
starting line?
Yeah, who's Felix rolling for?
He is rolling for Diamond in the Rough. He is rolling for the centipede looking team.
Oh, that centipede ain't doing shit.
Their legs are mighty tangled. They're having a rough go.
They made too many legs.
Oh,
Many legs.
All right, so Lagatha.
Well, they're trying to call out what leg to move, and there's so many legs, it's taking them a long time to
Like
get them
left
moving
leg.
forward.
No, just one left leg.
The other left leg.
Left 26, right 26, left 25, right 25. There's gotta
We're
be a
gonna
better
fucking
way.
die.
All right, so Lagatha pulls ahead. After the Durgar clearly, they're kind of futzing around with whatever they're about to do, and Lagatha kind of after the crossbow bolt hits Felix, Lagatha kind of pushes out and gives the spider a little bit of a shove, and Lagatha now pulls ahead of the team. You three, working your way through the crowd, kind of pushing your way through. You come to the first choke point, where this was actually it would be the last choke point, but the first ones that you guys come to. You come to that. It's sort of right before the Coliseum. There's a place where the race. There's like 4 different streets that the racers can go to, and then it comes back down to one to go back into the Coliseum. And you can see that there's this archway that goes over the over the race, and you can see there are 4 drow, one of whom looks significantly better equipped than the other 3 that are with them. And you can see that they're setting up what looks like they've got what looks like these buckets of some kind of powder that you can see that they're preparing.
Are they within 60 feet of us?
Give me charisma-based stealth checks.
Oh Lord.
See how close you guys can get.
Charisma based.
Yeah, just kind of blend in with the crowd. You guys are kind of moving because you're in plain sight. You're not trying to
Yeah, that would be a 14 from Gaston.
Okay.
Do I get any kind of given that I've disguised myself to blend in with the crowd? Do I get any bonus on that?
Yeah, you've got you get a bonus. The floating dress.
Floating ball gown,
You just want like a regular charisma check, or how do you do it? Okay. Oh, I crit!
Wow.
Wow.
Skippy is channeling her inner rock being on top of this dress. Apparently, Skippy very comfortable.
I managed to roll a 1 somehow.
Wow.
Nico, come on.
I guess I was distracted by the ball gown.
Was that an advantage?
No. Oh, sorry. Let's try again. Rolled a 5.
Jesus.
So 9.
Wow.
9.
Yeah. So Skippy is very comfortable. Nico, you are noticed. They see you guys coming. They see that you're coming. Coming up towards them. With obvious intent, and they recognize you from the race.
You should probably take the feather out of your hat. It's a really
it's
just like flapping around.
It's what we call a tell
in the business.
in the business.
It's just like this, this normal looking guy with a massive rock
feather. They see you approaching. One of them stays on the buckets. The other 3 sort of square off. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Ooh. Oh man. I've used up all my good rolls for the night.
But they're all still on top of the stone thing, right?
What's that?
They're all up on top of the stone thing?
Oh!
Yeah. God dang. Skippy got them hot dice. Woo!
RNG Jesus is going to fuck you here soon.
All right. 14. And then Nico, what'd you get?
I got 16.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Do I need to roll again?
What's up? No, you guys are okay. You, Felix and Boomer are trundling along the race path on Lagatha, being pursued by the Drow and Duragar. Big Digger, everyone is caught up except for Diamond in the Rough. They're just kind of going in circles.
You're welcome, guys.
All right. Okay. So it looks like. All right, Skippy, you go first.
So what are we seeing?
There are 3 drow coming towards you. 2 of them look like mooks, and one of them looks like the one in charge. And then one of the mooks is back at the bridge, still setting up whatever it was they were setting up.
So they have you said it's like powder barrels or something.
Yeah, they got the one at the bridge has these looks like these buckets of powder that it's preparing. It's doing something with them at the over the arch of this bridge.
And there are lots of other people around.
There are people, although the bridge where they're at, the beings have given the drow some space. You don't know if the drow threatened them or did something, but the bridge is clear-ish compared to everywhere else.
And we're how far away from them now? Sorry.
They saw you coming. You guys are probably about 50 feet away.
Okay.
Did you let Boomer and I know that you encountered them?
Oh yeah, because we're bonded.
We're bonded. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have the.
Yeah. So we got trouble at the bridge at the end of the track just before you get into the Colosseum. We're going to try and sort it out for you.
Okay. Let us know if you don't, because I'll, I guess, have us just be invisible if you guys don't stop
Yeah.
him.
I will ready I'll ready my bow like stealthily as I can under my ball gown. Or
The fuck does that entail?
Yeah, I don't know. I crit, so I guess I can do it.
Yeah, all right.
Seems fair.
So,
All right.
we're all connected psychically.
Yeah.
Boomer will be like, "Oh man, I totally missed an opportunity. I should have named Lagatha Roxanne."
Not the time, Boomer.
Focus,
Let our
Boomer.
team operate.
A solid name. Actually, if you want to change it, we can retcon that. Roxanne is a solid fucking name.
Roxanne is
It
perfect.
Roxanne. That's great. I mean, the humor is lost on the denizens of the plane of Earth, but rest assured, the universe gets your joke and likes it. All right.
Likes it enough to be inspired?
You know what? Yeah, go ahead and take inspiration.
Yay!
Nice.
That's a good one. I like it. All right. You guys, all right, so Skippy, you are up first.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I want to do. I think I will ready an attack and see what Nico does.
All right. All right. So you have your bow ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering whether I wanted to ready any of the alchemical attacks actually, but I think I'll check through and let you know if I want it to be a alchemical something or other. But otherwise, I will just keep it as a regular attack.
Okay.
Do we know anything about the drow? Like, if they're susceptible to anything?
You do know, like many denizens of the Underdark, they do not like bright lights.
Ooh. That's because I was wondering about, but then I guess like bright lights in the middle of a, but we could say it was just like a firework.
Yeah, I mean, there's celebratory stuff going off all around you. Like you are in an area that is chaotic and no one is particularly paying attention to you, right? Eyes are on the kind of the race course, people are talking to each other.
Then I think I would probably prepare one of the now you see me alchemical attacks that I have.
Blinded by the light.
Yeah, so if I hit one of them, actually maybe I just go for it and attack him.
Yeah.
I would then go for the head of the pack.
The guy, the obvious leader looking guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I will attack him with the now you see me at 3rd level.
Okay.
So it says that if I hit him, it will, so the ammunition flares with a bright light and the attack deals an extra 3d8 fire damage. And if he fails the con save, he will be blinded until the end of the spell.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a con 17.
Yep.
8.
Yay! But then he's blinded.
Well, don't you have to hit him?
Oh, I have to hit him first.
All right.
Premature.
Okay, come on, Skippy. Boomer's nowhere nearby, right? So.
Wouldn't stop your arrow though.
Yeah, your arrow just goes sailing out over the city. You don't see it, and you don't know what happened. And then Boomer just like, a half a second later, an arrow just hits you. Ah, fuck.
Okay, I'll roll the regular 18.
Hits.
Yeah.
And then his con save, so he failed the con save. Go ahead and roll damage.
So then it will be, so will he take a regular arrow plus the 3d8 fire damage? Is that correct?
Yeah,
Okay, so
that's why you had to roll an attack roll because he takes the arrow
Okay.
damage.
Ah, balls. So he gets 6 from the regular arrow, which was as low as it could be. And then, so Skippy's back on form. And then, let's see, the extra damage is, ooh, that's better. 20.
There you go.
Take that. Yeah.
And he so like this hits him. It flares. He is blinded, and because of their sensitivity to light, the other two that are with him will have disadvantage on their attack rolls because like it flares and they just go fuck. And so he's blind. Like he's like he can't see. They're squinting and will have disadvantage. Both of them are going to, when this thing hits, they kind of stop, and they're going to attempt to hit you, attack you, Skippy, with their hand crossbows.
Okay.
But they are both rolling at
Ew.
disadvantage.
Can I, since I use this, does this only count as one attack, or does it count? Because I have 3 attacks.
That's you when you use a munition. That's one. You just
everything.
get one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking.
Even though that one said it was a bonus action.
Is it a bone? I don't think it's.
It's a bonus action to use it as part of the what have you.
But then I could use. Don't I have something like indomitable, whatever that is?
For saves.
No, yeah, that was a save. I thought I
Action
had something else
surge.
that was.
Action
I do have,
surge.
yeah, the action surge isn't it? Yeah, let's save my. I won't use my action surge right now. I think. Or I could.
You get it back after a short rest. So
Short rest, yeah. Oh yeah, okay. I will action surge and take a shot at one of the other guys as well.
So if you action surge, you get you
Yeah.
just take up the attack action, you get 3 attacks.
Then I get 3 attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you
So
can
then
go.
I can. Yeah. Do the other 2 look kind of even in terms of?
Yeah, they're both evenly mookish.
Maybe I would still just focus on the. Nah, he's blind now.
Yeah, he is.
I think then,
he is blind. He has a flaming arrow stuck in his chest.
So I'll then focus my attacks on the other 2, on one of the other 2, I think.
Okay.
Just one of the other, yeah, whichever one looks more threatening.
They're both equally.
Threatening.
Yeah, equally
Okay.
threatening.
So
Equally drow.
26.
Damn,
I'll roll for
26.
all 3. Oh shit! Then I rolled a 1.
Yep. So that arrow goes sailing out over the city. You're not sure where it goes. There's like a 1.5-second delay, and then over your psychic link, Boomer curses. Although Boomer, you've now had your daily hit of grung poison, so you feel a little bit. You feel a little bit better. You know the DTs have stopped. Now that you got your grung poison, so go ahead and roll damage on the one that hit Boomer.
Boomer is going to take 10 damage.
I take the full 10.
Yeah, just Boomer, just out of nowhere, an arrow just comes sailing out of the sky and just thunks into you. The fuck?
Does this say
All right.
from Skippy with love?
And the last one was 14.
Will not hit. The first one definitely
Man.
hit. Second one hit
That
something,
sucks, yeah.
and the third one
Okay.
missed. Go ahead and roll damage though on the one that hit.
9 damage plus they have to make a con save on grung.
All right,
Nice. Grung 'em good.
fails that.
Cool. Oh, and the other guy should take a grung poison con save as well, I guess.
Oh yeah, okay. So the mook that you hit failed.
So he will take an extra 6 damage on grung poison.
He drops foaming at the mouth. As your poison hits him, he drops foaming at the mouth and twitches once on the floor and then moves no more.
Wow.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. Good job, Skippy.
And then this guy has to roll.
It's a trap. It's never this easy. Something bad is happening.
It did.
As far
You
as
shot
I know,
Boomer.
something bad already happened.
13.
Oh, okay.
This
he's
con is
alright.
13. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Skippy. Yep, that's you. Okay, and then
I just
Gaston's
say
at
over the
14.
channel, sorry, Boomer. Just checking you're awake, Boomer.
I'm not your fucking pincushion.
she says that arrow sticking out of you begs to differ.
Oh.
Felix will go to like give Boomer a look like, yeah, we're in this together. We've both been stuck in this race. But the drow got me, and now Skippy's returning the favor.
How did you even hit me?
Just looking up. How did you? That didn't even make sense. Let me see.
Did I eat magnets or something?
Oh, yeah. No, Felix. Actually, Felix is right. I think that now you see me one is a bonus action. So you didn't actually use your action surge.
Oh, okay. Then I will.
So you can use. So you made that attack. You hit Boomer, and you hit the other guy.
Okay. Okay.
For your 3 attacks.
So
My
if you
3.
want, you can do
So-
an action surge now.
I could
and go,
actually-
"Bah." Or you can not hit Boomer.
Nope. You hit Boomer. That was the order. That was the order the attacks went in. It was the guy hit the mook and then hit Boomer. Plus it's super
maybe I will
funny.
action. Maybe I will action surge then and just attack the other guy as well while we're at it. Like,
Okay.
Yeah. Then first attack for Boomer. 18.
We'll hit.
Yay.
Shall we do damage? I'll do damages one at a time then if they're not that hardcore.
Yeah, the mooks aren't
12.
that.
Yeah.
And then he's got to make a con save.
12 plus con save, yeah.
Okay. Three. He will also die foaming at the mouth.
Okay. Then I will take the next 2 attacks on the blind guy.
You want to hit the blind guy, or do you want to hit the guy at the bridge?
Oh, there's another guy at the bridge.
The one preparing the powder.
Oh yeah. Then I'll go for the bridge guy. Yeah.
Okay.
28.
Yeah.
Probably
Is that a
good.
crit?
Attacking blind
Not a
guys
crit,
usually
yeah.
has consequences.
You appear in Barovia.
No! In my campaign, if you attack a blind guy, that's what happens. You get banished to Barovia. That's just how that shit works.
Skippy, show him the door.
So
yeah.
28 and 25 on those 2. So they.
Yeah, you hit 2 arrows, two arrows into the guy at the bridge.
Damages on them are nice. 13 and 12.
Yeah, you drop that guy without you don't have to roll for poison.
Nice, cool. I'm just gonna smile on
Although I can.
Gaston's shoulders.
Yeah, he did not die of poison, but he did die of 2 holes in him. So he died of acute wood poisoning.
I'm just gonna then get my little wooden pipe out and start
I was fucking job done. So there's a guy with a flaming arrow who's blind, screaming. 2 dead guys. Skippy's my work here is done. I've maimed 1 and killed 3. All right. All right. So yeah, blind guy's still there. Nico, you are up.
So blind guy is still there.
Yeah, blind guy's still there. Trying to.
The guy on the
the
bridge
fire
is
out
dead.
of his face.
Guy on the bridge is dead, right?
Guy on the bridge is dead.
How long do I think it will take us to get from here to the next choke point?
The next choke point, you probably make it there. It's gonna take you a bit. Going to a tactical thing, it would be faster. Like if you just said, all right, well, fuck it. I'm just going to go over there, take whatever was in the fucking bucket. Like just take the bucket with me, leave that guy blind and on the bridge. And
yeah, I'll take care of the buckets.
Dimension door.
Yeah, how far is it to the next checkpoint, choke point? Sorry.
It is within the reach of Dimension Door. It's definitely within 500 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, what I'm going to do then, let's think.
You may want to save that for, you think you can get to the second one before they get there, but you probably won't be able to get to the third one before they get there. So, but if you use the Dimension Door to go from second to third,
we could probably do that.
You can make it, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast darkness on the inside of my hat.
Put it on the blind guy.
Isn't it dark inside your hat?
Yes, but it means that no one knows that I've cast it yet because it's sealed in until I take my hat off. And then it just goes. Darkness just pours out.
I goes, holy God! Yeah.
Just punch it inside out and put it on the other guy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast darkness on the inside of my hat.
Yep.
And then so the guy, let's think. So there's a blind guy sort of staggering around.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna start running. I'll just start
you
running.
Could. He is up on the bridge.
Well, yep. So
you can give him a little.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna run up towards him.
I would advise you though, for public relations, when you bump into him, make sure you very loudly say, "Oops."
Oh my
because
God!
That will absolve you of any.
I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oopsie doodle.
Actually, yeah, I'm guessing people are sort of somewhat distracted by the commotion on the bridge.
A few people have noticed because the bright, mostly because of the bright flash.
Yeah.
But Skippy was very quick taking out the other ones with the bow.
Okay. So
but the bright flash, a few people have, some people thought it was just part of the festivities, but a few people have noticed that there's a guy with a flaming thing sticking in his face.
Yeah. So on a retcon that, so instead of darkness, I will use disguise self to make myself look like one of the drow.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna run over to him, like, going like as if I'm like running to help the guy, like who's just been like shot in the chest up at the top of the bridge.
Yeah.
And as I run past him, I'm gonna try and just give him a like over the side.
Why don't you pretend to stumble and knock him off?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Stumble, as I'm running past, trip over one of the other dead bodies.
Yeah.
And like fall into him.
You're good at stumbling.
Yeah, and like try to catch him. As I tragically fail that and he falls to his death.
Go ahead and give me a strength athletics check.
I'm good at strength.
With advantage because he does not see this. He does not see this coming. He doesn't see this coming. So go ahead and do it with advantage.
Strength athletics. Here we go. What we got? That is a 13. Nico is mighty strong.
That's an advantage.
Drow elite warrior.
7.
Oh, there we go.
7 is his contested roll to try and stop that from happening. Because he's fucking blind, and so you go by, oops, and you stumble into him. He gets knocked back. He stumbles back. He hits the back of his legs, hit the railing where he was, and he tumbles sort of ass over tea kettle. He goes over the side of this thing with this still flaming thing in his face. He doesn't see the end coming.
Yeah.
But he falls. He falls roughly 70 feet or so, down onto the hard stone of the street.
Does it
And-
happen to land face first?
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, Nico. Let's say high, he hits head first, low, he hits feet first.
Oh, it's all face.
Hi.
Yay!
Right in the
He
face.
hits head first.
He'll be fine.
And he will take,
Does that just like push the burning arrow through his face more?
he will take 22 damage from the fall. And then, yeah, we'll say another D8.
Well, let's see what happens when the rock elementals run over that portion of the
Yeah.
course.
And another one. Yeah, so he takes 23 damage. He takes 23 damage from the fall and does not. You can't tell if he's alive or dead, but he's not moving super good.
I'm going to make sure that, I sort of let out a wail. Being as I look like a drow at the moment, I'm going to go, oh, oh, like, and just try and draw as much attention as possible to the fact that the drow were kind of interfering with the race.
Right. Very nice. Yeah.
And then, and then run, and then just sort of set off at a sprint towards the next choke point.
Okay. And Gaston, you scoop up the bucket that they had.
I'm going to use my mage hand to grab it because I don't want to get any of it on me, and then just put it in my bracer.
Smart. Yeah, good. So you swoop down, you snag the bucket of whatever it was, and then you guys are off to the next choke point. All right, everybody, go ahead and roll d20s for me. Race continues.
Let's see where everyone is. Here we go. Oh, crap. Oh, wow, they did really well.
Diamond in the rough aren't doing shit.
Yes. I rolled
Yeah,
a one.
Scooby.
Skippy rolled a 1.
I got a 15.
They trip over their own feet.
All right, so Nico.
I critted.
Wow.
Oh, Nico.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you diamond in the rough, Nico?
No,
Yeah.
he's Big Digger.
You're big digger.
It looks like rock slide.
Felix is diamond in the rough.
Is Diamond in the rough just out of the race
No.
now?
Yeah, diamond in the rough.
They've been eaten by their elemental.
Yeah, diamond in the rough and boulder roller are they're not doing a lot. Yeah, I mean, diamond in the rough for sure. They clearly did not bond properly. They're just fucking doing circles.
Yeah, the drow have actually been doing very consistently.
Yeah,
15.
yeah. So the drow I've caught up with you guys. You guys come up to one of the choke points that was a possible fourth one if you're counting backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that you may have trouble up ahead. You guys are racing towards it. Roxanne is got a good sprint going. Boomer's got the braids just going, ha, ha. And you see they have this as you guys are coming towards this rock, this overpass on one of these going underneath where the racecourse goes underneath. You see something is thrown down towards you, and it explodes, and this powder is dispersed and you guys ride right through it. You got to go right through this powder stuff. I need con saving throws.
Head.
26.
All right, Boomer, you're fine. You kind of go through it. You're all spicy. Felix, as you pass through it, you begin coughing and coughing, and your eyes are watering terribly. You can't see very good, and you're having trouble breathing.
Great.
But you are managing to hang on. You're still hanging on, but you're coughing. Your eyes are watering. but Roxanne is trucking along. But now the drow that are on Big Digger, who got that crit, and are rushing ahead. You can see now the little thing that they have prepared, the little the whatever it was that they were working on. Now that they're farther away from the Coliseum, the guy on the top turns towards you, and he has, it looks kind of like a miniature scorpion, not a scorpion the animal, but scorpion the
like a ballista.
Like a ballista. And he holds it towards you, and he pulls the trigger, and Felix, you're kind of squinting, you can't really see, but he's aiming at Boomer. He's trying to take out the driver. And he launches out what looks like magic missiles come flying out of this thing. And they go flying towards you, Boomer. Let's see. Plus.
Oh, damn it. So as soon as I saw this, could I have casted Sanctuary on Boomer? Or
does it have a verbal component?
Yeah.
Yeah, can't cast it. But you have an opportunity to make another check.
And these are, it is magic missile, or it's just a magical, like, is it a physical projectile?
It's a force projectile.
Okay.
It's an arcane thing. 4 of them slam into you, Boomer. Boomer, go ahead and give me a strength athletics check to hang on as these things slam into you.
Would you say that it's an object weighing between 1 and 5 pounds?
25.
Yeah, you hang on, no problem, but you do take 12 damage.
Okay.
It is not that it's not an object, it's an arcane construction.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys pass through. You're sort of neck and neck with the Durgar and the Drow. They're clearly playing dirty, and you don't see. It doesn't seem like the people that are there, like they kind of see this happening, and you're noticing like so that they're being like kind of circumspect about it, but it's like kind of obvious that like they're doing something. You know, it's not completely hidden, and doesn't seem like as. People don't seem to mind that they're hitting you, but they're very carefully not hitting your mount.
Got it.
There's a line.
But yeah, so it seems, and so the crowd, you know, like when this thing fires this off at Boomer, you can hear some cheering from the people that line the streets as you run past, and so you're kind of like. Huh. I see how this works now. All right. You three come up onto the second point. And you see again that same team, although this one, the guy in charge is clearly not any sort of a fighter and definitely has magical vestments. Has a staff with like a carved spider on it.
How many of them are there?
Again, it's a team of 4.
Mm-hmm.
3 mooks and this thing. Go ahead and give me those charisma. Give me those charisma stealth checks.
Yeah. All right.
Ooh, 16.
Yeah.
Advantage again this time or not?
Money from Gaston.
19. Yeah, you do. Nico, you still have the.
Oh, there we go. This is more like it.
There you go. Yeah. So you guys actually managed to blend in with the crowd. Like you're not drawing too much attention to yourselves. Like they're pretty focused on their task, the task at hand. and they don't notice you. So you guys are actually able to get within like close range if you want to.
These guys are they all kind of together on the bridge, on the bridge again?
They're in, so there's two mooks are working on whatever it is, and then there are a mook and a head guy are back a little bit, so they're not all like clumped together, but they're all the head guy is clearly like kind of haranguing, and he's kind of looking around and he's haranguing the other mooks to kind of hurry it up.
Are they dealing with that bucket thing again?
These ones don't have the bucket thing. These ones look like they're setting up they're setting up some device. You can't get a very good look what it looks like, but they're clearly attaching something to the edge of they're on the side of this building that overlooks where this choke point is. It's where the road kind of narrows and goes between two very tall buildings, and they're attaching something to one of the buildings.
Does it look like I could use my telekinetic shove to knock it off?
You don't think you could knock the device off, but one of the mooks is leaning out over the thing to work on the device.
Shove it, Gaston.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's working on the device much anymore.
All right, go ahead and give me. Let's see.
It's just a wisdom save DC 18.
Hold on a second.
Or am I trying to be sneaky while doing it?
No, you guys are. So you pass your what have you rolls, but you go ahead and give me initiative again.
Come on, Skippy.
Do it. Oh,
Not bad.
Yeah, Gaston.
nice.
I'd say Ed froze, but I see him blinking.
No, sorry, I'm looking at something. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah. So you guys snuck up, and you know what's up now.
Yeah.
So what do we get? 15, 15, and 18.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
One of the few times that Nico not only has not gone first once, but not gone first twice.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So Gaston, yeah. So you guys have a surprise round on this.
Sucky rolls.
So you guys will have a surprise on this.
I'm going to say so they're all pretty close to the edge, right?
No, two of them are the head guy and another one of the mooks are back a little bit.
Okay. How much is a little bit?
They're probably like 15 feet-ish. They're kind of keeping the crowd sort of away.
I'll sort of message to the other two and say, I'm going to take the guys that are working on the thing. You guys deal with the head guy and the other guy.
I can just knock them off the edge. You know that, right?
That's exactly what I was going to do.
But I can do it without getting close to them.
So can I. I have repelling blast on the Eldritch
Okay.
blast. But yours may be a little more subtle, of course.
Yeah, mine's completely invisible. No
Yeah.
sight, no sound.
Yeah.
It just moves.
All right, so you're going to go and give one of the guys a shove, Gaston?
Yeah.
All right. He's got to make a...
Wisdom 18.
Nice.
31. Son of a...
4. 4 is what he rolls.
Sorry, Bob. Bob,
Yeah, so he's leaned out and he's futzing with something on this device, and suddenly he just goes, "Whoa!" and he plummets down, and he lands with a sort of this sickening crunch. You can't see, but you hear this kind of sickening crunch noise. It sounds like a watermelon. Then and the other guy's kind of like, the hell? Like he's kind of, because he didn't see anything. There was no, all of a sudden this dude just fell. He's like, oh, what the hell? He slipped? The hell happened? And the head guy, the mage looking one, is like, he yells something in undercommon at the guy. He's all, what the hell just happened? What are you guys doing? All right, Nico.
Let's think.
Repelling blast.
Yeah, let's think about this. How many people are there around here? Like, or do they seem to care about like observers murdering each other?
Well, so far no one has visibly murdered anyone else. And so the mage guy looks like he has kind of cowed the crowd around here and is keeping them back off the bridge. You don't know what he's done, but he's done something to kind of keep their not the bridge, but the little area next to this building.
Yeah.
So people are sort of staying away from. There are still people around, like you guys are kind of in the crowd still, but around there's like a kind of a little area around them. It's around 30 feet-ish away from them. Everyone's kind of 20 to 30 feet. People are staying back.
Yeah.
But everyone, most people have stopped paying attention to them altogether.
Yeah. Let's think. I'm gonna I'm gonna walk over to the guy who's like working on the remaining guy who's working on the device thing.
They will see that. I mean, they'll see you walking up, right? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna walk over. I'm just gonna walk up and look like a member of the crowd.
Okay.
Like looking over the edge. And then while I'm there, I'm going to make a suggestion to him. Say, what would be really funny is if you were to target your own riders.
Yeah. Go ahead. So what's he have to make?
Wisdom 17.
Dang. Genius.
Nice, Nico.
He rolled a 20.
Oh,
No.
man.
I can't, I've been rolling low all night. Man. Rolled a fucking 20. He looks at you confused. And he goes, wouldn't be funny.
Just a thought.
And the mage guy will say, "Hey, get out of here!" And his staff, the end of his staff, kind of glows, and he holds at you threateningly.
Okay.
I'm just fucking making suggestions over here.
Son of a bitch.
That's stupid. Skippy.
How
Skippy's
close
all, well, we tried the subtle way.
How close is Nico now to the?
He fucked off back into the crowd.
Yeah.
So now we've got like three guys still there.
There is one close to the edge and two.
Yeah.
10 or 15 feet back.
Okay. Because I was wondering if I could maybe do something that would have a big enough. I think I've only got things that are like 5 feet. If I wanted to do anything more alchemical to try and get all of them. Let's see, how big is this? Ooh. Would it be really unsubtle to alchemical fireball?
It's not. Fireball is not the subtlest spell.
It is effective.
Yeah, it's when it is an enterprise that requires certainty over subtlety. Fireball's your go-to.
I think maybe I'll hold back on fireballing right now. I think it might be a little bit too over the top. But what I would, the mage guy, I would like to shoot one of Mama Hopperton's best poisons at him, I think.
Ooh, yeah, there you go.
I think that would be a good, and that is 1 So if that's one action, that would be my whole. Maybe I should. I'm not sure. Yeah, no, I will do that. I'll try and get the mage guy with the. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just have to go for a regular attack first, right? To check it hits.
Wait, say it again.
I have to like roll for a regular ranged
Yeah.
attack first. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is 26.
Oh, that'll hit. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go for second level, I think, Mama Hoppington.
Okay.
Which is, let's see, here. So that will be 14 damage.
Yep.
Let's see if it's oh, that's poison damage.
Oh, yeah.
And so I need a con save 17.
9.
Okay. So he will
Now
be
he rolls
poisoned.
low.
Yeah. Dude, I've been rolling single digits all night, and then I roll a 20 because that was a really good idea, man. That would have been so fucking good. Oh, like fucking 20. All right, so yeah, he rolls a 9 on that con check.
So that's he will be poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Oh, awesome. And he takes how much damage?
That was 14 poison damage. Does he also take a damage from the arrow itself?
Yep.
Then that will be an additional 12. So he's got 26 damage.
And he's poisoned. Ooh, nice.
And he's poisoned until the end of my next turn. Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him in the back with your arrow. Oh, you had advantage on the attack, by the way. If you want to roll your attack again, just to see if you crit.
Oh, see if I crit. That's like roll to hit. Yeah. No, I didn't crit, but I did get 27.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, you hit him in the back, you know, he right around the wound instantly turns like black, and you see him. He doubles over and vomits as the poison hits his system.
Do I think that the others in the party with him look like they're just carrying on preparing what they're preparing with the device or whatever it is?
The one that's actually close to the edge working on it is carrying on. The guy right next to him notices.
Okay.
That
Then
he got hit with an arrow and vomited because it hit his shoes.
I think I'm going to action surge then and attack the guy who is working on the device.
Yep.
And I will just use a regular. I'll go for like my regular.
Yeah. So you have three attacks.
Yep. Yeah. So then I'll use the 3 because the Mama Hoppingtons that used up all my 3 attacks, right? Because it's an alchemical.
For the first one, yeah.
Yeah. So now I'll action surge and just do my grung poison. Oh, I crit! Woo!
Yes.
Nice.
Wow, he's going to turn inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll say it because you're going to kill him. Like the mooks don't have a lot of hit points. So yeah, you hit the mook that's near the edge, and he falls over the edge. Like he gets hit, and because you fucking hit him, and he just goes. Ah! He pitches over the edge, and there's another crunch. You have 2 more attacks. The mook standing next to the now vomiting mage turns and looks at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for him right between the eyes. Oh shit! I rolled a 1.
Awesome.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That's some binary. That is some binary rolling.
Yeah, 7.
Sorry,
Boomer.
So Boomer, there's a slightly shorter delay this time. But again, Boomer, an arrow comes out of nowhere and thunks into your thigh while you're sitting in Roxanne's in the driver's seat of Roxanne. Arrow thunks into your thigh.
Still doing okay, Boomer?
Yeah.
Okay, breathe, Skippy. Okay, third attack.
Yeah.
Really got through his leg here.
18 will hit. 18 will hit, yeah.
Okay, and damage is 9 plus the grung poison.
He rolled an 11.
Oh, excellent. Then he will take an extra 5 on poison damage.
He falls to the ground, foaming at the mouth.
Nice.
The mage is still vomiting. We're now back at the top. Gaston, your turn.
So the mage is the last one still standing.
Yep, still standing.
Hey, buddy, I think your friend fell off the edge. I think you should go check him out and jump. And on the word jump, use command.
Oof.
Nice.
What's that?
Wisdom 18.
Come on. He must be at disadvantage if he's throwing up.
What's poison? Poison inflicts something on you. It does.
I don't
It does.
think it messes with wisdom saves though.
No, I don't. I think it's probably
Disadvantage on attacks and ability checks.
Ability checks. So not
Okay.
saving throws. Okay.
No.
All right, but he has to make a wisdom. Oh, a DC what?
18.
Well, he's got a mighty +1.
Nice.
Come on.
Finish it.
13. Roll to 12.
Yeah.
So yeah, he stands up, wipes the vomit off his lips, retches a little bit. He looks at you a little oddly at first, but then he kind of starts nodding his head, and he goes, "Right." And he turns around, sprints towards the thing, vomits again, stumbles a little bit as he gets to the edge, goes to jump, but trips over his robes, and instead of jumping, he kind of just hits the rail and falls over. And as he's falling over, he goes, "Sorry," and then he hits the bottom.
Wow.
As you wish.
He hits the bottom with a crunch. All right, we are going to stop there. So you've cleared 2 checkpoints. Roxanne has gone through 1. There's still 1 more checkpoint. We're still neck and neck.
I want suggestions to work so bad. I'm definitely going to try that again.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
That was a really good. I can't believe I rolled a 20.
That was cool.
Because that was a great idea. I was like, oh yeah, that's sweet. All right.
Just imagine
All right,
them coming up, looking across, yeah, they're gonna get them, and then.
Yeah. All right. So we'll stop there. Well done. All right. Will, Roxanne, with Boomer and Felix, finish first to claim the prize of
Crazy.
the Dow's boon. Will the support team, the pit crew, will they manage to clear the last checkpoint so that it doesn't interfere with the race? Will the Duragar and the Drow continue to cheat? Will Felix have enough of that nonsense? Finish choking on the whatever poison the Drow threw at him and just clean a little house. Find out next week on Good Guys, but not great.